Now the thing is that today's the yuseo Chung rally, and I don't know yuseo personally, and I don't know exactly what she did, but I do know that a lot of Korean Americans were actually, with the deportation orders by Trump, I know that what happened to a lot of Koreans, and some of them are yuseo's age, right? They were affected by the aftermath of the Korean War, and a lot of them end up coming to this country, you know, as infants, often adopted by American families who weren't able to get children through other processes. You know, Korea had there's a real tragic story behind that. And I just don't think that, you know, this information is really known about. So, having done unique work for Trump, I could actually have unique, you know, potential to have a sit down or to introduce some of the ideas or to address some of these ideas, right? We're going to see how, the thing is that when I get to this event, you're going to see that a lot of the Korean Americans out here, probably the ones also associated with this event, I've been reaching out to Korean Americans for years down here in New York City, but they're either part of the not-for-profit industrial complex, and they are, you know, their funding is threatened for having anything to do with me. And in fact, these not-for-profits are using the millions of dollars to erect activists who can be used to replace me, right? And that's disgusting. But, you know, as in terms of getting help with that, really, because my people are issues. Hey, look, my connection broke for a second, but there's not a lot of people out here, but I'm here. Yeah, we're gonna see what's up. I brought some information about what's going on and how the AAPI curriculum is being weaponized against Asian Americans, and we're gonna see if we have anybody over there who's willing to listen. It's supposed to go on at noon, or it's supposed to go on at 11? I'll take a look. Anyways, it's better to be. So, it's very tragic. There's only one other Korean American Republican, Kenneth Peck. I believe that he was instructed not to work with me. I'm telling you right now at the top, the Republicans should same consultants doing a lot of the things. Yeah, and a lot of these so-called commie leaders, they're actually in on it too. I'm sorry to say, man. We're gonna see what's up though. Okay, we really at Boldy Square now, and hop across. Let's see if we find any Korean Americans willing to have any type of discussion or talk. When Koreans come out, it's not really, hey, I'm gonna put the flyer in the thing. I just emailed the guy from Anti-War Tax Resistance, right? And I said, I can't make it. I thought he was trying to do a reschedule for today. I said, I can't make it because of, I'm going to this event right here. And I can show that screenshot, and I will later. Are there any Korean Americans here? We're gonna see, yeah. Oh, there are some. Oh my goodness, we're gonna see what's up, yeah? The turnout for Koreans is small. And I did, you know, maybe Palestinians are coming up. We're gonna see if they come out for the Koreans. Let's see. What's up?
In a way, like, it does help.
All right, so we've arrived. I'm gonna try to have some discussion. I think my hat's gonna trigger a lot of people, but we can have a discussion. What's up, man? This guy over here, you can see him in videos with me. Hey, don't be ashamed, man. Be proud of your work, man. Whatever, man. right? Look, by being in with Trump people, I support yuseo Chung, believe it or not. Watch, I'm blackballed by the community. I'm blackballed by the community because of PSL leadership right there. They know I'm the bad guy. Anyways, hey, what's up? Check it out, folks, yeah? The Asian American Pacific Islander curriculum is being weaponized against Asian Americans. I hope you can take a look at that, all right?
Sure, thank you.
They're actually erased all evidence of the word Palestine or Palestinian. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Check it out, yeah? Just so you know, the Asian American curriculum is being weaponized against Asian Americans. You can take a look right here. The thing is that they have something called the Asian American curriculum, and if you can see, I did a search for the word Palestine, right? Yeah? The word Palestine or Palestinian is completely erased from history. They say never forget. They're trying to forget about the Palestinians. Hey, thanks again. 3 people out here supporting yuseo Chung. There's very few people out here. You know, honestly, as a Korean American, I can't really get other people to come out to my events. So it's rare. But I'm telling you right now, we're gonna try to talk to some Koreans. They're not gonna talk to me. You're gonna see in a second. They can't talk to me. They can't talk, even though I have specific work and closer to Trump, right? And could maybe get them some address. Their leadership has told them that I'm to be canceled. What's up, man? Check it out. They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. Check it out, bro. Okay. Just don't believe everything you see, man. Not everything is as it seems, man. I support yuseo, believe it or not. I know the white gatekeepers, the millionaires said that I'm not cool. Okay. Hey, check. Oh, I remember you from before. Good to see you, man. Hey.
Right,
I support. Yeah, I support. Thank you. Hey, check it out. I'm also. They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans, Korean Americans, and Palestinians. I hope you take a look at that. Yeah, sorry. I know it's not in Korean. Yeah, I know you spoke mostly Korean. I hope we can work together. But I'm telling the white millionaires who's heading the PSL. I'm not saying they all bad, but they have me canceled.
Your organization
Talking to me, I really appreciate it. Very rare. She doesn't want to be on camera, that's fair. Hey, check out, they're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. They've erased all evidence of the word Palestine or Palestinians. It's also being weaponized against Korean Americans too. In a curriculum that's supposed to stop Asian hate, they completely erased all talk of Seigu or you know what I mean, or Korean Americans. Look, I've done a lot of work with the Trump team, but I'm telling you right now that I support yuseo Chung, right? And I could have unique ability to help you guys get a foothold, get your toe in the door, you know what I mean? Let's work together. I'm not saying I approve everything he does, you know what I mean? But you should see how the white millionaires are actually starving me out. I'm gonna be homeless on June 30th, even though I'm working with the longest long incarcerated man in New York State history. Look it up. Look it up, right? Why am I canceled from this group? Because the millionaires running this group is making a lot of money off of war victims, and they making sure hey, I'm your brother, man. Yo, I remember you. You went to Korea, yeah? And then that's why I'm fighting for people like you. I don't know yuseo, but people like you that had to come here. Yo, my heart goes with you, bro. Yo, are you going to be on camera?
No, thanks.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, look, you could be targeted.
You
That's right. Thanks for treating me like a brother, man. I appreciate it. I hope you look at my work. I have worked with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. I'm working with the disabled. We're passing legislation right now. They're the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. I'm not saying sometimes electoral politics works, sometimes it doesn't. But to just reject it overall, we got to use all the tools, man. Thank you so much, all right? God bless.
Thank you.
Hey, check it out. Yeah, they're actually weaponizing the Asian.
I don't talk to people with that hat on. Sorry, you're gonna have to walk away from me, please.
But what happened?
Just go away.
You can't believe. You can't believe things.
I don't care.
You're not even a war victim. Okay, look. So right there, you can see these people have not suffered from war like me, so they don't have to go to the extents that I got to go to get justice. So they can just poo-poo me. Look, I'm not mad at you, bro. Like I understand there are reasonable, criticisms of Trump and the movement. Dead serious. I could say that. But they still said that I'm too whack just because of my hat. I'd like to see more Palestinians here. Do they got our back? I'm dead serious. Where are the Palestinians that supporting us? I want to know. Hey, check out. They're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. Is it because of my hat? It's because of my hat, right? They won't talk because of the hat, but they white. Can you check it? Yeah? They know I'm black because of my hat. Hey, check out. They're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. The Asian American women are scared to be next to me because they feel threatened by social social rejection because of the hat that I'm wearing. Look, I know that Raul Rivera likes to say that these people are Hamas supporters, whatever. That's maybe some of them, but not all of them. Thank you, sir. Yeah, they're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us.
I really want to get home there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Look at my body of work, too. I'm working with the longest wrongfully incarcerated men in New York State history. I'm also helping people who are disabled. We're actually passing legislation right now. They're actually, this is the Asian American curriculum. There's no mention of the word Palestine or Palestinians. They say never forget. They're trying to erase them from history. And the curriculum completely has no mention of the word of the Korean American struggle during the LA riots. You can see that I have, this is the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. They're working with me. I'm not saying, I like what these people are doing, but the millionaires at the top of the movement, like Brian Becker and stuff like that, they're protecting abuses that's going on and other stuff. Not everything is as it seems. I'm not saying Trump perfect either. He's definitely not. But there's wolves in sheep's clothing in the movement. You know what I mean? So thanks for being here. God bless.
I definitely give it a read. I wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're going to channel that energy today to unity and struggle more than ever.
Hey, check it out. I'm a Korean American, and I'm actually concerned about the weaponization of the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. Can you check it out? Thank you so much. I really hope you take a look, all right? I'm working with a lot of... Hey, check it out. I'm working with I'm an Asian American activist, Korean American activist, and I'm hoping we could work together, yeah? Here's some more information about some of my work and what I got coming up, all right? Thank you so much. God bless, all right? Hey, check it out. They're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. You could see that they've tried to erase Palestine from the actual curriculum that's mandatory in New York City schools. And I also work with the wrongfully incarcerated people with disabilities. Let's work together, right? Hit me up. Hey, check it out. I'm an Asian American activist and a Korean American activist.
Yeah.
They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. You could see that over here in this curriculum right here. They've erased all mention of the word Palestine or Palestinian. Edward Said invented the term Orientalism. You know what I mean? Yeah. They also in a syllabus that's designed to stop Asian hate, they completely do not talk about Seigu or the LA riots. So, look, I'm Republican, but the thing is that I'm not saying that I approve everything that they do. I support migrants. I've done more work to help people who are trans than actually a lot of the candidates. I've actually asked over 100 candidates what they would do to fight discrimination against trans people. But the fact of the matter is that they are suffering. They actually had a reparation event with no black people. They have anti-war rallies with no war victims. So thank you for listening, and maybe we could work together, right? I actually have an upcoming town hall with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, Otis Johnson, and more. We could actually form a good coalition and work together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Check it out. I'm actually an Asian American activist. Maybe we could work together. They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans.
Okay, but thank you.
Okay. Well, it's really hard for Asian Americans to be heard or taken seriously. Yeah. Maybe you could give me another chance?
Would you like a flyer about what this rally is for?
I know what it's for. Yeah? Okay, so I'll take the flyer, but they don't want to. That's okay, right? Yeah, they've been brainwashed that I'm the bad guy. I'm just a war victim. I mean, who cares about my body of work? Who cares about the wrongfully incarcerated that I'm working with? Who cares about my connections within the political parties? They don't care. What matters is that I have to align myself with their party leadership and stop when they say stop and go when they say go. Okay, check out the weaponized the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. Can you check it out? They erased the history of Palestine. You can see over here. This is the back page. Yeah. Sorry. That's the link to the Asian American curriculum right there. And you can see at the Asian American curriculum, if I look for the word Palest, right? There's no Palestine or Palestinian Americans when Edward Said invented the term Orientalism. The reason why this is happening is because of Grace Meng's getting huge money from the Israeli state. I have it all spelled out. And also I'm working with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, Otis Johnson, and also the disabled. We're actually passing legislation right now. We could work together, right? But the thing is that, I'm sorry, but there's gatekeepers on this. Not everything is as it seems who are preventing us from working together. I'm wearing a Trump hat. I don't support everything Trump does. Nobody can. But we could work together. Yeah, I support, you want to say, thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, what's up,
like
miss?
it is. I like that.
Thank
I
you.
like that.
Let's work together. You know, Malcolm X said that the wolves in sheep's clothing are often more dangerous. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that actually war victims are getting to speak today. That's rare. Usually it's celebrities or some kind of political party leadership.
And you're right. That's how come I was like, you speaking it.
Yo, check it out. I got a town hall coming with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. They say they about helping us, but they don't want us to actually have a coalition where we're actually getting things done. I'm not saying Republicans are the answer, but there's too much wolves in sheep's clothing going on here. I like the people here, tell you the truth, but there's a lot of shenanigans going on that's keeping me from being able to interact with them, even though I have a lot of unique skills and ability.
Okay.
Let's work together either way, all right?
We can do that.
Thank you so much.
Because I work with the candidates. I get trained.
Oh yeah, let's.
Yes.
I have a town hall. You look at that. I have town hall coming up with the DA candidate right there.
Okay.
So that's let's work together. Be a
Okay.
part of it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
I do that. I'll make sure.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
I like the way you speak. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you so
happening
much.
in Palestine, not only because it's their right to do so, but also because it's the
Thank you.
moral
But they won't let me speak at this event. I'm telling you, because I say stuff that they can't handle. Yeah.
So we
But they're not all bad.
But you know what? They're going to have to let you speak because everybody has freedom of speech.
I'm speaking on the side.
Thank you. Have been targeted.
Thank you so much, man.
We are here for
And poor people have to learn to work with what others throw away and what's poisonous. So I can take what I can get from here. I'll take what I can. Thank you. You know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, check it out. I'm actually working on trying to fight the.
Sorry, I'm trying to
I understand. Okay, this happens a lot, right? Yeah, the people that matter. I don't matter because I've not been approved by the gatekeepers. Check it out. I'm actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. This is the Asian American curriculum that's now mandatory in New York City schools.
It's already done.
What's that?
It's already done.
I'm still trying to listen. We'll see if she's going to listen to us. Her priority so far has been Israel. That's serious. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. All right, we're going to work together. Right, thank you. So they say never forget, but they erase Palestinians from the history. I have a town hall coming with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. I'm also doing work with the disabled. I'm not saying the people are bad, but the people actually the Queens, I support them. But there's a white leadership at the top who's actually preventing me, who's millionaires. I'm not saying white people are bad, but there's millionaires like Brian Becker and who's actually influencing them and telling them not to actually talk with me. It is what it is, man.
For liberation,
Yeah.
people's democracy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, okay, thank you. Okay. But we can work together, yeah? I have a strong coalition. Once again, the disabled people are the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. And if you want to get actual change done, then minorities need coalition to get things done.
In the
You know what I mean?
process, we
Thank you so
have
much.
so
Let's work
many
together, all right?
people to the same.
Please take it. Thank you.
Workers,
Hey, what's up, miss? Check it out. I'm an Asian American activist.
I'm listening to this.
I understand. Okay. Hey, check it out, man. I'm an Asian American activist. Maybe we can work together. Just so you know, they're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans. They're actually erasing the history of Palestine and Palestinian Americans. They're also erasing the history of Korean Americans. I'm not a fan of everything Trump does, but there's a lot of controlled opposition going on in this movement. That's actually extremely disturbing, with money being stolen and sexual assault going on. But I still support I still support yuseo Chung and what's going on, yeah? So God bless, maybe we could work together. Thank you. Let me read.
our friends, our siblings, our kids. The Trump administration wants us to back away from Utah and from other countries.
Hey, check it out. Yeah, I'm an Asian American activist.
They want
They're
us to
actually
believe that
good. Me
these
too.
students are
This is actually some. There's like, look, I like these people, but the thing is that there's gatekeepers in the movement that are actually preventing certain people from being heard and certain issues from being addressed. So I still support what's going on today, but poor people got to learn to eat what other people throw away and what's poisonous and toxic. We got to drain what substance we can from what's presented to us and find a way to work with it. That's what I'm doing. Okay, thank you.
Yuseo is not here with us today, but we want to send a clear message.
The turnout is not bad. I respect, you know what I mean? The turnout is not bad.
Family.
It's way zoomed in.
There are those who say,
10 people watching? What? That's crazy.
And focus on school.
Anyways, look, as a Trump supporter, I'm gonna say it right now on my channel, right? I know I might lose a lot of support.
When we see
The fact is, there's a lot of things that happen to Korean Americans that America at large does not know about. And I'd like to have discussion on that with my work that I've done in the Trump community. I think maybe, hopefully, I've earned it. We're gonna see what's up, yeah? I don't know yuseo Chung, I don't know everything, but I know there's a lot of Korean Americans who were displaced and who were adopted to this country, and it's a tragic thing to send them back to Korea when they are not socialized for that environment at all.
At every point in our history, the U.S. government has tried to deport.
Check it out, they're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Asian Americans.
Opposing imperialism and racism.
Check it out, they're weaponizing Asian Americans.
Shame.
They know that I'm whack. They know that I'm whack.
In the 1930s,
because they've been instructed.
Korean workers
Check it out,
joined the
yeah?
struggle to defend
No?
the Scots
They're
border
weaponizing
post
is it because of my hat?
attack from the U.S. government.
They know that I'm whack because of my
That's
hat.
right. In the 1950s,
If they knew
Koreans
how much I was
opposed the genocide
chased out of the
US
movement by
war
the
in
by the
Korea.
gatekeepers.
And in the
Hey, check it out, miss.
1980s, Koreans
Check it out, miss.
organized here in the US.
This is what
as the
happens to
root
me.
of the democracy
All the
movement
people
in
I work
South
with, from the
Korea.
wrongfully incarcerated to the disabled.
That's right.
This is my reality
Yuseo
when I'm
is
trying to organize with this
simply
movement.
continuing the legacy. And now they're targeting.
Why would they turn their
Yuseo
back on me?
for
You know the
speaking
quality
out
of my
in
work.
Palestine. Shame. This country is always happy to see us working to
check
make
it out, bro.
the
Good to see you,
ruling
man.
class
Check
richer,
it out. Yeah, they're weaponizing
but they
Asian American
try
curriculum
to
against us.
expel us when we try to have a political voice. But
Check it out. They're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us.
That's
This is
right.
Democracy Now. Just so,
So
you know, you
that
can
is
see.
why
And Democracy
we're
Now
here to
never colored
say,
our event, including the longest wrongfully
Yuseo,
incarcerated men in
you
New York State
make
history.
us proud.
The narrative is controlled.
Yuseo,
narrative is
you
controlled.
make us proud.
Look, it's not your turn.
Yuseo, you make us
They all,
proud.
I'm telling you, this is gatekept. They all know that there's certain people who can be acknowledged and certain people who can't. Check it out, they're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us, yeah? I'm also recording how a lot of these cats is canceling just for my hat. I don't know if this huh?
Sorry, man, it's a little loud.
Yeah, sorry, man. Check it out, man. It's an interesting read, all right?
Yeah, no problem, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
You make us proud. Say it clear, say it loud.
Check it out, I'm a clean American activist, yeah? They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us. They're trying to erase the history of Palestine and other things as well. I'm not saying that I support everything Trump does, but I have unique say within that community and could help this issue, but nobody want to talk to me. It's okay, it is what it is, right? But hopefully ideology is not more important than actually helping people. God bless. I actually have this event coming up. This is the second page which I signed on djelf7. I have a town hall coming up with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, and I'm also doing one with the disabled.
Where are your details?
djelf7. That's me. djelf7. This is me. djelf7. Yeah. Thank you. I hope you look at my work. Thank you. Hey, check it out. Yeah, they're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us. Here's some more information. No?
First and foremost, to affirm our solidarity with the Palestinian liberation struggle. For nearly 90 days,
Hey, check it
the
out.
Zionist
They're weaponizing the
occupation
Asian
has
American curriculum against
besieged
us.
and denied food, medicine, and vital life-sustaining
Okay, I
aid
also have-
to
okay.
thousands of
Remember, I have a
starving
key
civilians in
allyship
Gaza.
with a lot of potentially powerful political
Have
allies.
witnessed rogue
But the
gangs backed by
gatekeepers,
Israeli forces
right, have
sabotaging aid
clearly
delivery
instructed. Hey,
and
check it out. They're weaponizing the
assassinating
Asian American
civil
curriculum
servants.
against us.
The weaponization of distribution centers run by the occupation itself. Entire hospitals.
Check out. They're
and
weaponizing the
schools
Asian American
are in
curriculum against
struggle,
us.
and the
so much.
unimaginable violation of Palestinian human rights.
Hey, check it out. They're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us. I'm also doing organizing with other political
to
teams.
end the genocide of
Check out. They're
Palestinians
weaponizing the Asian American
enforced international law over the
syllabus
past
curriculum
20
against
months
us.
have driven
Maybe we could work together. Yeah, I'm working with a lot of other key political allies. Thank you.
To escalate against the Zionist occupation and all governments, institutions, and universities that support its crimes against humanity is nothing short of the only path forward. As our comrades, students, workers, and those of moral conscience around the world take the righteous path of speaking up against inconceivable violence, the very imperialist forces responsible for the genocide in Palestine have attempted to repress and silence them through fear-mongering. By weaponizing visa statuses, threatening deportation, and detaining students for doing what is right, the U.S. government has once again proven its position on the wrong side of history. We, as part of the global movement to demand a free Palestine, stand in solidarity with Yuseo, who is one of these students facing deportation from the U.S., and demand for freedom. We We demand that the U.S. release all students and political prisoners, including Mahmoud Khalil, and all those parts of a revolutionary tradition.
Okay, so I just passed these Koreans right here. They told me to leave.
We demand the
They told me to
freedom
leave.
of all Palestinian political prisoners.
They have no idea what struggle I've been through.
Zionist occupation.
They have
who
no
are
idea
the
what struggle I've been
compass
through, or
of our global movement.
how I've suffered. They have no idea. So check it out. I'm actually an activist. Maybe we can work together. Yeah. I work with a lot of other. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have another one.
We know
Yeah.
that anyone's liberation is incomplete without the liberation of all those under oppressive conditions around the world. And we are committed to the work that lies ahead. We will never
hope you
turn
check it
our
out, sir.
backs on the Palestinian people. We will never be one of our comrades behind. And the more we try to
But they
silence
left me
us,
behind.
the louder we will be.
Listen to that right there. I swear to God. They say they will leave no one behind. That's exactly what they do. They left me behind. Exactly what they do. They left me behind. I was homeless at the age of 16, gonna be homeless again. I'm a street artist. I work with the disabled, passing legislation with the people wrongfully incarcerated for decades, the longest in New York City history. But they know I'm fake. They know I'm fake. You check it out. They weaponized the Asian American curriculum against us, man.
Thank you, Sonia.
Check it out, man. They weaponized the Asian American curriculum against us. Check it out.
팔레스타인의 투쟁을!
Guys.
팔레스타인의 해방을! Thank you, Sonia. Now I would like to welcome our comrade Naeem from the Palestinian Youth Movement, which has been at the forefront of the Palestine solidarity movement here.
Okay,
in
check
the
it out.
US.
They're weaponizing.
Please welcome Naeem.
You see that? They said don't talk to me, yeah?
Free!
They're weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against us. Check it out.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's the front page, all right? This talks about the curriculum house weaponized against us. Okay, check it out. Thank you so much. Thanks for giving me a chance, ma'am. I really appreciate you. They're weaponized the Asian American curriculum against us. He's got the way they're weaponized the Asian American curriculum against us. Thank you. Thank you. The thing is that I actually have a lot more stay within the Trump community and could actually help this movement. But it doesn't matter to you, right? What matters to you is ideology. It doesn't matter. They told me to leave the rally again, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter my body of work, doesn't matter my political allies. What matters is that the gatekeepers have said that I'm whack. I'm gonna still try to break through, folks, but I'm dead serious, yeah? This is the reality of what's happening with my people. Okay, check it out. I'm a Korean American activist. Maybe we could work together. I'm sorry, I know I'm whack. Maybe we could work together. Don't worry, I remember you. I'm a Korean American activist. Maybe we could work together. Yeah? Apparently not. We're not going to work together, right? Yeah? Hey, thanks again, yeah? Hey, look, I'm a Korean American activist. Maybe we could work together.
Not to make America great, no.
Listen, the wolves in sheep's clothing are actually hurting us more than the people. Yeah? At least they are honest wolves. Doesn't matter if I'm homeless, doesn't matter if I'm working with the disabled community, doesn't matter if I'm working with the wrongfully incarcerated. I want you guys to all see this. Because their voice matters, not mine. That's how this works. The gatekeepers. The gatekeepers. Just like Puff Daddy.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Free speech, man. Do something. Do something, bro. What are you going to do? Victimize me again? I'm just a war victim. Like, I'm trying to help here. I'm dead serious. Look at what's going on here. I'm getting dirty whispers under their breath.
To create a Jewish supremacist state in the land of Palestine. However, today, Palestinians, 3 generations later, from the initial catastrophe of the Nakba, continue to carry the keys of their grandparents to their homes and are determined to return to their land from which they are
what has she done that I
tied
haven't?
to and which they live and continue to struggle for.
What's up, bro?
And just as the Nakba continues so too does the resistance
They're
of
gonna
the
portray me a
Palestinian
certain
people,
way. See
which
that?
has
Yeah.
not stopped
They're gonna take a
for
picture of the
one
hat and
day
think they
for the
understand
past
me.
77 years,
What have they
over
done for trans
77
people?
years. And it will not stop until
What
Palestine
have they
is
done for
free
trans
from
people?
the river to the sea.
It's okay as long as I'm the one starving. As long as I'm the one
As
homeless,
many
like
of you know, the
George Neely.
catastrophe
It's okay if I'm the one starved out from any coverage. It's okay if I'm the one who gets silenced.
In the last 2 years, since the start of the genocide in Gaza, as it continues to rage and escalate today, we also see the Zionist
wrongfully
entity
incarcerated people that I
attempt
work
to
with, I want you to
assassinate
see
and
this.
destroy the
Vocal, I
Palestinian
want you to see
resistance across Gaza, across the West Bank,
you're doing
across
things at
all
the
of
People's
Palestine,
Forum.
and all of those who stand in solidarity with the Palestinian struggle
Look at what
in
they're doing
Yemen,
to me, man.
in Lebanon,
That's
and
why I
across
wear
the
this hat.
region.
Because I'm not allowed to have a voice.
And
What has-
today we
not
see
saying
the
she's done nothing,
Zionist
but
entity
what has she accomplished that I haven't?
attempt to starve
working
over
together
2
over
million
years.
people while it continues
Over
to
years.
rain down bombs
That's
and
right.
bullets
Because
on
I will
a
never get a
population
voice.
of
I will
largely
never get on that
children
stage.
and
I
people
will
under
never
the
be
age
acknowledged.
of 18,
Never.
elderly people,
So I
women
just gotta
and men,
this is communism,
civilians
folks. Shut
who
up,
are struggling
sit down,
for the most
and do as you're
just
told.
struggle of our time, and that is the
Otherwise, I
liberation
wouldn't have
of
a
their
problem with
land
communism,
and
but
to live in
that's what
dignity
this shit
and
is.
freedom and safety.
That's why I
and
now
real,
am against
just
communism.
peace.
But even though you're an authentic war victim and have suffered probably more than anybody here from war, shut the fuck up and sit down. That's what they, that's
and if
their,
you take one
that's
thing
their
from
humanity.
today, it should be that what Yunsa was
You've
targeting
been by my
for
office closing. You know I'm going to be homeless by June 30th. They don't care.
Genocide. She was
You think
standing
that they-
against
you think
a
they care about
genocide
you?
and standing for the liberation
You think they care
of
about
the
you?
people.
They don't care.
And a genocide that is sponsored and funded and backed by this administration that continues to send weapons, diplomatic support, coverage, and all means of support to not only continue this
I'll be homeless
genocide,
on
but
June
to
30th,
ensure
thanks to
that
being
the
starved out
people
by these
of
people.
Gaza
Thanks to
continue
their
to starve
blackballing and
and not
gatekeeping.
receive any aid. This is
gotta
what
be
this
homeless.
administration is standing for,
Let's go,
and this
bro.
is what
That's the right.
Yunsa
Put
is
me on the
standing
streets.
against.
Then you know my mentality. Then you know my mentality.
Both Democrats
I'm
and
bitter. I
Republicans
am
have
bitter.
continued to accept bribes in the form of
Well,
campaign funds
at least
from
Warwick can
Zionist
speak in here.
lobbyist groups and have voted repeatedly
The
for continued
millionaire
weapon
gatekeepers,
shipments
Brian
to
Becker and
Israel
Medea Benjamin,
for the mass
are
slaughter,
making millions off of our
the
suffering.
Palestinian
I'm not saying they
people.
can't be part of the movement,
And it is really
but they
important for
pick
us
and choose
here
who gets to
know
speak. They
what
pick
this
and choose
administration is
what issues
doing
get
and
addressed.
has
Pick
done
and choose
continues to
the
do
narrative.
From
So
Trump
they can
to
make
Biden
money off
to
of our
many,
suffering.
many administrations before.
That's the truth.
And that should
I'm not saying they all bad.
reaffirm, sorry, and
But to
clarify
them,
our
I'm all
role
bad.
here as
Not worth listening
people
to, not worthy,
struggling in
not
the heart
even
of
human,
empire.
not subhuman to these people. I'm subhuman to them.
So
And
I
they-
just want to leave us all here
They think
today
they understand
with
what this hat
the
means.
strength and commitment that
They
Yunsa
have
has
no-
shown, that all
no
of our
desire
students
to
have
have any
shown,
self-introspection
Mahmoud Khalil,
or
Mohsen
about the lack of
Badawi,
progress.
Rumaisa, and
About
all the other
issues
people
like the
who are continuing to make
Asian American curriculum that
sacrifices
erases
here
all history
for
of the word Palestine and
struggle,
Palestinian.
sacrifices that really do not compare to
It's okay for them to be erased from history
ultimate
while they go
sacrifice
and
the
do
Palestinian
some
people
performative stuff.
are giving every single day.
They don't need coalition with
for
the disabled.
this liberation
They don't need
struggle
coalition
that
with the wrongfully
is not only
incarcerated.
a struggle
They don't need
for,
coalition with someone like
the
myself.
return to their
They
land
got the
and
little
the
echo
liberation of
chamber
their
of poor
land, but
people
it's really a
that
struggle
get the money,
to free us
that get to
all
go on trips,
from
pay
the
trips
evil
across the
and
ocean
violence of
for thousands of
Zionism,
dollars
of fascism,
while I'm
and of
going homeless.
imperialism. And that's why we say Gaza will free us
And
all.
they control the actors. They control them. Control the pace.
Zionism will fall.
They control what they possess.
Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. In our thousands, in our millions. We are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions. All Palestinians. As the world's Zionist movement.
You guys, they're weaponizing the curriculum against us.
Extinguish the
They're weaponizing the
Palestinian
curriculum against
struggle.
us. Check it out.
The world has
They're
become
weaponizing the curriculum against us. Check it out.
Yunsa
They're weaponizing
has
the curriculum
become
against us.
Palestinian.
All these
And
people right here, they're not
around the
taking-
world who stand
they don't wanna
for
talk to
freedom
me.
and liberation
They know
have
I must be
become
fake.
Palestinian, and we are all here
Check it out,
today for the struggle, and we
They're
will not
weaponizing the
stop
curriculum against
until
us. They
Palestine
erased
is
all
free,
history.
until
This is the
we
Asian
are
American curriculum
released
that's
from the
mandatory in New York City
shackles of
schools.
Zionism and
If I
US
look for the Palestine and
imperialism,
Palestinian,
from
they completely
Palestine to
erased them from
Korea.
history.
Thank you all.
This shows why they're doing it, because Grace Meng's getting big money from the Israel lobby, and also over here, I'm working with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history and the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. If we have coalition, we can win, but they don't want to work together. There's certain people that are gatekeeping the movement and preventing this movement from working with other key allies. I'm not saying that I'm all about Trump, but he's not perfect, but he's not all good or all bad, but they don't want to work with me.
We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest. Disclose, divest. We will not stop, we will not rest.
Yeah, maybe we could work together.
We will not stop, we will not rest.
Maybe we could work together. Maybe we could work together.
We will not rest. Disclose, divest.
Hey, maybe we could work together. I support yuseo, okay? I want to support yuseo. What's up, y'all? Maybe we could work together, man. Look, I know that hat's not popular, but please don't assume everything. Yeah? Hey, check it out. Maybe we could work together. Hey, what's up, working people? Maybe we could work together.
So we're gonna check one more time.
Thank you for I appreciate working as well. I know my head is not going to make it popular, but at least she said hi. Thanks for being friendly. Yeah, I know that I don't agree with everything, but thank you. All right. What are you doing? Make America. I am supporting yuseo, but I'm also saying that there's gatekeepers in this movement that are preventing things from moving forward. And I've done a lot of work with Trump's people. Yeah, look it up, all right? There's a lot of hypocrisy that's going on, and there's a lot of gatekeeping. There's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing that are in the movement that are preventing their issues from being addressed. They're actually... Okay, so I don't know about yuseo. I don't know about yuseo, right? But I know that there's a lot of Korean Americans who came to this country because of the things that happened in their country, like the war that caused them to be displaced. So I actually had the AAPI for Trump event with pants all over the nation. I could actually have a way in and maybe start a discussion. But right now I'm filming how these people don't want to have a discussion. They're actually making money off of keeping the division, right? Yeah. And look, I'm working with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in history, Otis Johnson.
This is organized by me.
Actually, Noted Tool, I like them, right? Yeah, they're not all bad or all good, but they actually, I would say I've known them for years, actually. Their table's right there. You should ask them for some information, but also work with me. Noted Tool is highly influenced by a group called PSL. I'm not saying they all bad, but they're actually gatekeeping the movement and making sure that they're protecting sexual abuse and theft going on by the executives of those organizations. I'm dead serious. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. Thank you. I'm a war survivor, man. I got nothing to lose, bro. They think they could intimidate me. I survived the war. So the Korean War. I know it was a long time ago, but I ran away from home at the age of 16. I faced so much violence growing up. My first memory is my father smashing a cabinet over my mother's back. Like, my mom's from the north, my dad's from the south. They can't, just because they don't think I suffered, they think that they get to be more than me. They're crazy. Oh, check it out, sir. Maybe we could work together. Not everything is as it seems in this political world, all right? Thank you. No, I am wearing a hat, but to tell you the truth, that doesn't mean, just because someone's trans, I don't assume certain things about them. Just because, like, Candace Owens is openly supporting, the Palestine movement, and she's in the Trump world. But the thing is that by working together, minorities need coalition to get things done. So I do support this cause today, and I might not be welcomed by people like yourself. That's okay. I'm used to that my whole life. But maybe we could work together, and I'd love to work with you, sir. Thank you so much. Maybe we could work together, man. We're not going to agree on everything, but maybe we can get together on this cause, and I appreciate you coming out for this one, yeah? It's very rare for non-Korean Americans to come out and support these kinds of events. This is actually page 2, and this is page 1. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I really appreciate it, sir. I'm working with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, also the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. Together, we could get a lot of things done. You can see this flyer right here, yeah? Yeah. But why aren't we working together? You know what I mean? Because Gatekeeper is at the top of this movement. I believe in the ground forces, but Gatekeeper is at the top are preventing other people from working together to actually achieve change because they're making money off our suffering. I'm dead serious. God bless them, right? Not saying they all bad, but not everything as it seems. Thank you. Hey, what's up, miss? Maybe we could work together, yeah? I'm a Korean American activist, believe it or not. What's up, man? I know I don't look like an activist, but maybe we could work together.
Small number
favor of wealthy donors and powerful trustees than to divest from the most documented genocide in history. We must understand that these universities are not moved by rules or procedures,
I'm glad that people
nor
getting a
fear
voice.
perfect students or valedictorians. However, they will be moved through sustained pressure and action from its community members, and this is the call that students have bravely answered across their universities.
Look, I'm glad
Our
they're getting a
broader
voice.
communities must hold these
But they're
universities
used to replace voices like my own.
We will not rest
They will not
until Colombia
challenge the
and all
abuses going
complicit
on with
institutions
the
have
executives
divested from
and
apartheid.
the anti-war movement.
We know that the liberation of the people of Korea, of Hawaii, Kashmir, Palestine, and all other colonized bodies are interconnected. As we envision a free Palestine, we envision an entire world free from colonialism and imperialism.
Hey man, we can work together, yeah? Not everything is as it seems. I know that the Gatekeeper said I'm the bad guy. Maybe we could work together.
We sell
Maybe we
aircraft
could work
and
together.
cameras to aid
Not everything is as it seems.
mission across the US.
Maybe we could work together. Not everything is as it seems. Thank you so much. Please give it a look, all right? Seriously, the gatekeepers, I support this movement, but the gatekeepers that are controlling who gets access and what issues get discussed. Thank you. Oh, what's up, guys? Good to see you, man. Thanks for shaking my hand. I know it's not popular with my hat, man. But look at this. Look at this. Maybe
I got you gave one.
Thank you. Yeah, it's real. What's up? What I'm saying.
So Trump.
But that's for everything you're doing.
That is why
But
we say that
these people are. You know I'm gonna be homeless on June 5th, right?
apartheid and
Because
genocide.
these people are locking me out from any access. So they're stealing millions. PSL, and Code Pink. They stealing millions of work. I'm not saying Trump perfect. And also having connection to the Trump world, I could maybe get this issue listened to more or bump it up the chain. Maybe.
The courage and care I see in the community today is truly inspiring, and I am just as proud to be Korean today
Not wrong.
as I am every single day. However, like the wave of Columbia student movement, I want to urge everyone listening to think about the significance of you being here today. Many of you are here in support of USO, but what does that support for USO mean for yourself? What cause was and is she fighting for? What are many Korean students, both here in the US and in Korea, fighting for? What can we learn from the guys and whose genocidal values destroying Palestine as I standing for you means
It's much less than I thought it would be. I think
The fact that a Trump supporter would support her could be a powerful thing, but I'm not saying that the gatekeepers, I'm not saying these people, but the gatekeepers like Medea Benjamin and Brian Becker have sent down instructions that they cannot cover me because they got to keep the money in their own pockets. It's fucked up, bro. So might as well go fucking Republican at that point. You know what I mean? Hey man, you're my guy though. All right, I still stand for migrants.
I got you number.
Yeah. I love you too. Do an interview on my show. I have the interview with the only union president of the only unionized manufacturer in New York City history. I also have the founder of the Tool. I have an interview with him too. His name is John Show. You probably know him. He's the founder. Yeah, I have an interview with him, but the people on the ground, they know better than me. Oh yeah, but I'm not. Well, Fernando, what's up, bro? I am, man. Hey, check it out, sir. I'm actually Asian American activist. Maybe we can work together. I hope you check it out, all right?
My name is Fatim Jarara.
I'm not your enemy, bro. Maybe we can work together. I'm not your enemy.
Years
Maybe we can work together.
and I remember
Thank you. I'll
what
take
it
one
was
of
like
those. Hey,
growing
check it out. Yeah,
up
the
in
Asian
New
American
York
curriculum
City.
has erased
A
all
city
history
that
of the
is
word
supposed to be welcoming
Palestine or
to
Palestinian.
everyone.
It also is weaponized
How
against Korean
hostile
Americans
it
as well.
was back then,
I'm working with the longest
and
one.
how
There's two
hostile it
pages.
continues to
I'm working with the
be
longest wrongfully
towards
incarcerated man in New York City history,
Palestinians
Otis
and
Johnson,
towards
and I'm also passing
allies
legislation
and
to
comrades
disable
who are
the
fighting
second largest
for
minority voting
Palestine.
bloc in the nation. Together we could actually have
I remember being in
the
middle
critical
school,
mass we need to get
just talking about Palestine
changed done.
shut down
But
by
there's gatekeepers at
the
the top of
teachers who were
movement. I believe
supposed to
in the people on the
enrich
ground.
my
The
learning
gatekeepers
and
at
my
the top, Medea
education.
Benjamin and,
I remember being in
Brian
high
Becker making
school.
millions off
I
of our
remember
pain.
being in college,
Why don't they have a
organizing
reparation
at
system for
Brooklyn
black
College
people?
campus.
At least there's war
And
victims
all
up
of the
here
red
today.
tape that we
Thank
had
you.
to
God bless.
navigate and go through just to say
Check it
that
out.
we were
Maybe we
part
can
of
work
the
together.
Palestinian club at
There's
the
a lot of
time.
stuff going on that not everything is as seen in the political world.
And it's very unfortunate that
from Brooklyn College to Columbia to NYU
So the
to
thing
all
is
of the
that right now,
universities
look,
that rather
I don't
than
say- I
supporting
actually help
and
trans
protecting
people and migrants
the
and all that
students
stuff.
that are fighting
But just so you know,
for liberation and fighting for a just cause,
remember, Malcolm
not
X
just for
said, "The wolves in
Palestinians, but
sheep's
for
clothing."
all of us.
The thing is that
they
I'm working, I can show you right
instead
here. I'm working
think
the longest
about
golf incarcerated
their
state history.
pockets
Otis
and
Johnson,
their
you can look him up.
investments in
I'm
war
working on
and military
legislation
and
for the deafblind and the
prisons.
disabled right now, the second largest minority voting population. Right there, you could look it up. Yeah,
I
have
know
videos
that
on my channel. I
the
can show it to you
movement
right
is
now.
growing stronger.
The thing is that they
And
don't
just as
want us
we are
working
going
together.
stronger,
There's two parties, one grassroots.
we are
Fuck,
facing even
nobody
more
can have all the
hardship.
same.
And we are doing this
party
while
leadership.
watching
Who's the party?
people getting
Brian
killed
Tucker, Medea
back
Benjamin,
home every single
Cocaine,
day.
PSL.
We are watching
So you're
as people
telling
who
me
had
They're
hopes
millionaires.
of
you're telling me that the
graduating,
Trump administration
of hopes
supports
of,
my
of,
values?
of
They actually
growing,
work together.
of hopes
RFK, I
of
can show you.
starting
Look at a guy
families,
called Nick
of
Brown.
hopes
Nick
of
Brown
just
was
living
actually
a dignified
Cornell West
life.
campaign manager
Bro,
and
you're
also
erased
You're
RFK's.
by
delusional.
the Zionist
Maybe.
You're in the wrong
Look at my
place.
body of work.
Your
Look at my
mind-
body of
your
work.
mind
He
is
knows better than me.
inside
He has
out.
no body of work. Who have you helped? Who have you helped?
My comrade
I'm helping
Bill
you right
reminded
now.
me
Appreciate
today
it. I've helped the
that
longest voluntary incarcerated
we
in
are
history,
fighting
helping people with
Palestine,
disabilities.
yes.
I know it's
But we
funny,
also
man,
must
but
remember our history.
I know I don't look like an activist.
And in our
man.
history
Have a good one.
of this country,
That's okay.
the
Hey, look, I'm a
Truman
war survivor, man.
administration
Do what you want. I'm a war
partitioned
survivor.
Palestine
I survived so much.
and Korea in the same year and launched the Korean War that was devastating
I'm here
for the
to build
Korean
coalition.
people.
I'm here to work
just
with
a couple
people.
of years later.
You can cancel me if you want. Poor people got to learn to work with
And
toxic
so
shit.
it is very obvious.
I know you're
that
not used to working
it
with
is not
stuff,
just
the things that the poor
Palestine
people
that
got to
we are
work
fighting
with.
for, but we are fighting for all of our
Check out, I'm an activist
liberation
and war victim.
everywhere.
Yeah, maybe we could work
And
together.
that we will continue to fight until
Press
all
is
of
avoiding
us
me,
are
that's
free.
okay. Yeah.
Many of us choose to forget the history.
Hey, look, I'm an
but
activist.
we
Maybe we
know
can work
that
together.
In this
Thank you. Check it out, all right? There's a lot of,
that is
not
on
everything is as it
stolen
seems.
lands. We'll never
Thank you so
forget
much.
the history of the indigenous people here. We'll never forget the history of the enslaved people
What's
that
up, bro?
were here.
Check it out. Not everything is
We'll
as
never
it seems,
forget
man.
The history of
Not everything
this
is as it
country
seems. Check it
that
out.
continued to wage war, that never saw peace because it continued to wage war.
Hey, check it out, folks. Not everything is as it
In
seems.
its land and across the world, all this country has known is war and conflict and strife
Thanks again.
because it was built on
check it out,
war
not everything is
and
as it
genocide
seems.
and conflict.
God bless my brother.
and
They're
theft
actually
and
erasing.
enslavement.
I'm
And
not
we
saying
will
this is all bad, but
continue
they're not talking about certain
to
things like the
fight
erasure of Palestine
for
from the
everyone
actual,
who's
from the
oppressed
curriculum
by this
of
regime
the
and everyone
American
everywhere.
curriculum. It's being
From
weaponized.
Turtle Island to Palestine. Just last night, I don't know if you saw, but a couple of people were detained by DHS because they were protesting the detainment, I believe, of a high schooler. Someone in high school in New York City, not anywhere else. Imagine that this is happening here in a place that's supposed to be a safe haven, a sanctuary city. We are unfortunately under the administration of Eric Adams, letting ICE and DHS hurt our people, kidnap our people, detain our people, and brutalize our people for standing up for each other. We don't just fight for students like Yuseo and Mamadou and Mahmoud and Ramsia.
Thank you so much.
We fight for everyone, regardless of whether or not they are students, regardless of whether or not they are documented, regardless of whether or not we know anything
But
about
not if they
them.
wearing a hat like me.
We are here as community members, as neighbors, as comrades, as allies.
But look
And
at how
we
they treat
must stand
me.
up every
Dead
time
serious.
we see
Some people in the crowd are cool,
somebody
though,
being
but how the
targeted
leadership
and
treat me.
oppressed, because it will continue to happen unless we make noise everywhere.
They're not going to let me make noise.
We must show up for those who are being targeted by ICE and by the Trump administration and by administrations before Trump, of course. We must stand up and show up for the students who are every day this week and the next walking across their graduation with Palestinian flags, with kufiyas, with banners to fight for justice and liberation for the Palestinian people and for all people everywhere. And we must not let it continue to happen that our students, among the most vulnerable of populations, we're talking about high schoolers and college students who are yet to start their career, for our neighbors who are here.
I just got shut down by more people that don't want to work together.
We will show up
for all of us.
Yo, check it out, bro. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out.
All free. Is that right?
Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Thank you, all right? Yeah? Oh, there's 2 pages. There's 2 pages. There's 2 pages. Sorry about that. Thank you.
Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. From the river to the sea.
Maybe we could work together, man.
Palestine will
All right,
be
let's
free.
talk sometime, man. Yeah? I'm getting canceled by a lot of cats high up, bro. And but I want to work together, man. I got no problem, but I'm actually supporting this shit with my connections in the community. Maybe I could get it further. I don't know, man. But I'm a we'll see. Yeah, I hope so.
Hands off, Utah now. Hands off,
Hey, maybe we could work together. Yeah.
hands off, Utah now. Thank you, Comrade Utah. Thank you to all of you for being
Hey,
here.
maybe we could work together.
Free Palestine, free Turtle Island, free us all.
Yeah, oh, I remember. Maybe we could work together. Maybe we could work together. Maybe we can work together. All I'm asking you to do is work together.
One more time.
Maybe we can work together. Maybe we can work together.
Let's make some noise for
Thank you,
Utah
thank
in
you.
the court right now.
They're actually weaponizing the Asian American curriculum against Palestinians and Korean Americans.
Are we ready?
I worked with the longest wrongfully incarcerated in state history, and also with the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc. If we work together, we could get something done.
In our thousands, in our millions. We are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions.
Maybe we could work together. Oh, cool.
We are all Palestinians.
I'll take one.
Say it clear, say it loud.
Oh, I'm an anarchist too. You know why? Because power is twisted to hurt the weak and abused to protect the rich, man. So I'm an anarchist at heart. That's it.
Thank you, everybody. It is now an honor to introduce Dave, our comrade, to the stage from All African People's Revolutionary Party. Please give it up.
But they can't talk with me because the gatekeepers. I'm dead serious. They can't talk with me. These people are on loan from PSL, I'm pretty sure, yeah? The others, but I mean, at least it's something, right? I'm not saying it's all bad, but...
Comrades for organizing this rally. I'm an organizer with the All African People's Revolutionary Party.
I've emailed them many times. They never return my stuff. I'm telling you folks, this is controlled opposition. Believe it or not. You ain't gotta believe me. You ain't gotta believe me. You think everything is as simple as it looks?
Unification and liberation of Africa.
Who have they helped? JJ, what's up, JJ?
So Chung, a young Korean woman and student who has been targeted for her downtown solidarity work, and to show the U.S. ruling class that an attack
What's up, bro?
is an attack on all.
Check out, man. I'm an activist. Maybe we can work together. I'm an activist. Maybe we can work together. Thank you, sir. Yeah, really appreciate it. I'm working with a lot of powerful political allies. Thank you. Thank you. I'm working with a lot of political powerful allies. Maybe we could work together, all right?
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, the disabled. If we had solidarity and if we actually have coalition, we can work together. But there's gatekeepers in this movement that are preventing. That's why I have to wear the Trump hat, even though I support yuseo and even though I support Palestine, because the gatekeepers are making sure that the movement only goes so far. They're controlling the activism. Yeah, and they're stealing money from it like crazy.
I could imagine.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
all right. Thank you.
I'm sure you.
God bless. Thank you. Hey, check out. Not everything is as it seems. Thank you. Okay. Want to check it out?
And will continue to do so, even as the masses of people
Just a fake activist over here.
around the world and within the imperial
Want to check out? Not everything is as it seems.
reality of imperialism.
Thank you.
They have escalated their terror campaign against students and organizers taking to the streets to protest the U.S.-backed and Israeli-executed genocide in Palestine because they are scared not only of the winds made by the
They are
Palestinian
fascinated by
resistance
celebrity
and broader
activists
resistance axis on the
and by
ground
people that
to
are put in front of them.
Palestine. But
And
the
they
fact
reject people without
that
before
the
listening to
colonized
them.
and oppressed peoples around the world and within the
This is
imperial
not
core
good.
see ourselves in Palestine and will fight.
Hey, maybe we could work
Palestine
together.
until the
Check it out.
very
Yeah.
end.
Not everything is as it seems. Thank you. Hey, maybe we could work together. Yeah? No?
Understand that this moment is about
Hey, maybe we could work together. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we could work together. Not everything is as it seems. Thank you so much, yeah?
responsible for backing the colonial expansionist Zionist entity is the same United States responsible for the division of Korea. And today,
Thank you. Not everything is as it seems. Let's work together, all right?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm working with longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, the disabled. But the thing is that the gatekeepers in this movement, I'm not saying it's the people on stage right now, but there's gatekeepers in this movement that are actually determining who gets to speak and what issues get addressed. And it's gross, man. It's like having reparations with no war victims. But today, actually, some more victims are here, but usually not. Thanks, sir. Thank you. God bless. Thank you. Thank you. There's two parties, but one grassroots. Yeah. So this hat, don't take it. You know, what I mean, I'm just really. I'm gonna work through any angle. You know? Yeah. God bless, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was something. Maybe we could work together. There's a lot of things not being talked about. Thanks to you, they won't be talked about. Hey, check it out. I'm the ally. Maybe we could work together. Thank you. Thank you.
On our continent that keeps our continent divided as a demonstration for the U.S.
We should work together. Not everything is that same. That's page 1, all right? The other one? That's page 1. Just you, all right?
That belongs to our indigenous brothers and sisters who are still fighting for the liberation.
I respect your sacrifice. I hope we could work together, man. Take a look at this. Hey, look, I support Palestine, believe it or not, bro.
So let us be steadfast in our building working class power. Let us be internationalist.
Check it out, maybe we could work together.
Let us commit to the global struggle.
Check it out for real, right? Check out my body of work. It's
So you make us proud. So you make us proud. So you make us proud. So you make us proud.
Not everything is as it seems. Not everything is as it seems. Together. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we can work together. Thank you. Hey, check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we can work together. Thank you.
Who are joining us, we are Door. We are organized.
Hey, check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we can work together. Thank you. I still support you on Say Chung, but there's gatekeepers in the movement who do not want us working together to control the ground.
When I
Control
say
the vision. I support you on
Thunder,
Say Chung. I'll say
which
it's
means
open with this hat on.
you're gonna say today, which means struggle. Are we
Certain things
ready?
they don't want to progress because they're making money on
Thunder!
stuff.
Thank you, everybody. It is now my honor to welcome our student from the Columbia Student Union. Please welcome our Columbia student. Thank you.
Those that when we took on the corruption at Columbia University, right? Yeah. None of the Columbia students actually engaged.
Hi, y'all.
That's because he gets to be popular here. He gets to be somebody. He gets lifted by this whole mechanism with money stolen from war victims like myself.
Of the university by building
So why would he ever organize with someone like me? I'm only working with the wrongfully incarcerated people with disabilities. Why would he ever work with me?
The student
When he
movement
can
for Palestine
get
has
access
been
to
one of the
all of
strongest
these
sources of
gatekeepers
resistance and
and the money.
resilience against Israeli genocide and freedom.
Yo, my brother, check it out. My brother, I am. Yo, check it out. I got a criminal justice reform panel coming up with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. Otis Johnson, Reverend Keith Gadsden. And if you want to be a part of it, you can too. If your issue's not being addressed, it says if your issue's not addressed, contact me. This is going down on the 14th. The gatekeepers, just so you know, the gatekeepers of this movement, they're not allowing me to talk because they stealing money from war victims like myself. So Just the way Malcolm X talked about how there's like these fakes they put up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Robert Brooks, so you don't know? He died in custody. Yeah, we working on that Robert Brooks issue too. They just died.
I got him on
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so she knows.
Who's Jordan Neely?
Look, I'm a subway performer because they blackball me. I'm a subway performer because they blackball me. I'm going homeless because they blackball me. Dead serious. They the real activists, but not me. I'm a fake. That's their humanity.
University College of Applied Sciences, the University of Palestine, Gaza Community and Training Center, and Hassan University have all been...
Look, hit me up. I'm doing real work, bro. I'm doing real work, believe it or not.
Colombia has participated in the systematic destruction of the Palestinian student movement and led the systematic repression of the Palestinian solidarity movement.
Not everything is as it seems, man. Check it out.
It fears us.
They don't, if you a MAGA supporter, they don't care if you go homeless. They don't care if you playing on the train like Jordan Neely because you can't be addressed. They don't care.
Over a 10% tuition.
All the people, all the actual poor people I work with, that's what's up. People in public housing, tenant association presidents. I know I could name like 5 of them right now. You want to? Dan, you right around here, Dan and Chavez. Yeah. Who they help? Who these people help? They know I'm fake. Doesn't matter how I've suffered. I'm going homeless right now. That's okay. And they got their $1 million trips to go travel to Korea and back. $1,000 here, $1,000 there. They buying signs and shit. I'm not saying I'm against what these people stand for. I support you, yuseo, Chung, but they don't want to hear me. So, MAGA world, you're not wrong in calling out the hypocrisy. Not all of them like that, but I'm telling you, the gatekeepers and the leadership is.
Colombia is run
I could help on this issue. They don't want help. They want to keep milking our suffering.
Against the Palestinian people.
What has he achieved? Who has he helped? I want to know. And how did he earn his way up there? He earned his way up there by being acceptable by the gatekeepers. How has he suffered from war? I want to know.
By Colombia, outside agitators.
How you suffer from war, bro?
ICE and DHS kidnappings against international students who speak out against genocide.
You're kicking ass, bro. I like it.
And it participates in the destruction of every university.
I'm a street performer like Jordan Neely because I'm blackballed, yeah? But I help other street performers because I'm an activist.
We know our people, every single person.
They're actually weaponized not against Palestinians, but also clean Americans.
Justice. Free the student movement, free yuseo, Chung, and free Palestine.
Check it out, bro. That's why I see streetartist.com. I'll help promote your stuff.
Give it up for the Columbia Student Union. Next, we have a speaker from the People's Forum.
Boo! Oh my God, that's the worst.
That has been out here
People's
every
Forum.
single week since October 2023, organizing
They're
for
stealing
Palestine.
from war victims.
They organize the volunteer meeting every Monday. They organize every borough for
That's why the
Palestine.
Koreans can't
They
talk to me,
organize our
because of the
working-class
money
people.
PSM People's
Please
Forum
give
gives
it
me.
up for Taji from the People's Forum.
I don't know Taji, but People's Forum wet. People's Forum is hurting war victims like myself. How you suffer from war, bro? How you suffer from war? They don't care. They don't care. They know I'm whack because I don't look like an activist. You're the real activist, not me. People's Forum.
Among many other college students,
they got so much money. People's Forum.
Proof
how much money they got?
That the waves of history are sweeping away
Plus
the
the millionaires
ruling class.
last, not first. I'm not mad at you, Taji, but fuck the People's Forum. People's Forum victimizing me. I'm begging on the streets thanks to People's Forum. I'm going homeless thanks to People's Forum. Yeah, that's right, because that's what poor people happen. You get pushed to the side. You don't mean nothing. People's Forum, go to hell. People's Forum, you oppressing me. Boom! People's Forum, you suck, you millionaire assholes. People's Forum a bunch of asshole millionaires. They victimize other war victims. Listen, I got no problem with you. I got a problem with People's Forum. They protecting the millionaires, Brian Becker, Medea Benjamin. Yeah, he knows I'm stupid. Who you helped, bro? Who you helped? I'm working with the longest wrongful incarceration man in New York State history, Otis Johnson. I'm working on legislation with the disabled, the second largest minority voting group in the nation. We could work together. I support you and yuseo, Chung with this Trump hat on. They can't film that. They can't. I could be an ally. No, they need the money and the validation from the millionaires at People's Forum. And that's why I'm blackballed and begging on the streets like Jordan Neal. Thanks to these fuckbags. I'm gonna be homeless in the streets just like Jordan Neal.
That rain down on the children of
What do you know about how I've been victimized, man? You know? Nah, we could have talked. How many emails I sent to Miller Tool, bro? Yo, fuck People's Forum. Fuck you fucking limousine liberal piece of shit. Y'all, 69th Assembly District, where Columbia is, why didn't they win that election? Because they have y'all protesting but not engaging in an effective way. Y'all are foul and wrong, bro. I've been trying to contact y'all for years, bro. I'm an actual war victim. How y'all suffering from war? At least y'all Korean Americans. I'm sorry, man. Look, I got no problem with you, but fuck People's Forum. Fuck People's Forum. Brian, you victim. Nick Bronner working for RFK and Cornell West. They in league at the top. They in league at the top to control the activism, to control the pace of the narrative. Y'all fake as fuck.
Genocide was brought to the attention of the American
I'm with the Chung people, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I support yuseo Chung. What's really good? Yeah? We could be working together, but look, they don't want to work together. They don't want to work together with disabled or the wrongfully incarcerated. They have a little circle jerk here of people getting thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars.
International war criminal through the streets.
Yo, how's Medea Benjamin or what's his name? Fucking Brian Becker suffered from war, and who's here to cancel me? Yo, dead serious. I'm talking with what's his name, Holly Ham, the former Asian American Pacific Islander on a federal level from the Department of Education. I support you and say Trump, by the way. Make sure you get that, yeah? Trump, we could have a talk, all right? I've done a lot for your organization and your movement. Let's have a talk. There's a lot of things you don't understand, believe it or not. They don't want to work in coalition, believe it or not. I'm not against these people, but why aren't you having my back when I'm standing against the leadership, Brian? I'm not saying Brian Becker all bad or Medea Benjamin, but they're covering up the executive abuses, sexual abuses, and theft that's going on in the organization.
On the battlefield of ideas.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars were stolen to the People's Party. I was the state chair, coordinator.
Anti-capitalist and
I'm telling you what, once again, look up RFK, all the Baja people. Nick Bronner worked for RFK and for Cornell West. At the top, the consultants are working together. And they're controlling, if they had the backing of the disabilities group, the second largest minority group in the nation, they had the backing of the wrongful incarcerated. You can see it right here, Otis Johnson, longest wrongful incarcerated in New York State history. We would be further ahead, but they don't want that. They don't want us working together.
The war profiteers at Raytheon, the lobbyists.
Thank you, man. Look, whatever, man. I'm a war victim. I face. When I look at you like this, my eyes come apart. That's kind of broken bones in my face. I'm ready for anything, bro. I'm ready. So go ahead. What are you gonna do? Make me a victim again? Make me more homeless? Make me more poor? Blackball me more? Y'all fucking crazy. I back Korea, I back yuseo Chung. They can't cover that. You know why? Because there's gatekeepers in this movement. Yo, on the right wing guy, there's gatekeepers in y'all movement too. I'm dead serious. There's gatekeepers there too, and they're working together. I'm not saying that millionaire people like Medea can't be a part of this. They don't get to replace us.
Organized. We can transform the conditions we are up against, and we can.
I've been trying to. I emailed this group so many times. So check my videos. I try to contact so many times.
We know. We're here for
so many times.
Today, that's the focus. Right? So we gotta ask you to like.
I like you guys. I like you guys. Believe it or not.
We understand, but we gotta allow
I'm on
this
your
to go
fucking
on.
side.
Where you gotta go.
Okay, look, People's Forum has victimized me big time.
This is not about them.
Y'all never have my back.
It's not about them.
It's not about People's Forum. It's about fucking Medea Benjamin and Brian Becker.
It's not about that.
And his spoiled fucking pampered ass.
It's not about
and protecting his sexual abuse and theft.
I'm gonna keep it about you.
Yunso's in the court right now.
I'm not gonna be there. If I can't fight for myself, I can't fight for others. I will make it about me. I don't give a fuck. I'm a poor person. I don't give a fuck. So do something. Like I like you, but I'm going homeless, bro. Like what do I'm working with people that have been kicked out of their homes, that are facing beatdowns. And also, I actually want to help yuseo Chung, but how are we going to move this forward?
If you want to help her, then help us.
By being quiet for People's Forum?
Yes, that's it. By being quiet for anyone that's
speaking. If he gets to speak, I should get to speak. How about that? No. Why not?
We've been planning this for weeks, and people have been...
And I've been emailing y'all. Look, I'm not, that's why I'm upset, right? Yeah, because the thing is that the gate-kept people, the people that's approved by the millionaires, are the ones who get to speak. And someone who's done a great body of work like myself, who has a lot of things to offer, are kept out of the movement, specifically to control the pace of activism, to make sure 69th Assembly District, who won that, Michael Ashley, the only candidate supported by the Israel Solidarity Pact, they're not allowed to engage in an electoral way because they got to keep feeding the money to the millionaire revolutionaries. more a victim than me. You're more a victim than me, man. Send me an email. Let's talk, all right? I have an interview with John Chung, the founder of Notice. Look it up. I have an interview. Oh, you do? Oh,
I have your contact too.
I've done more to help people than a lot of these people. Yo, people's more victimizing me. Y'all fucking crazy. Y'all have my... Why would I trust you now when you guys never contacted me before? Why would I trust you now? This is a PSL tactic to get you out of the way.
I will talk to you right now. I'll talk to you right now.
The line of our speakers for today. But before we introduce
Look, can you be on? Can you be on thing with me? It's not. It's cool.
I prefer not.
There's a guy who doesn't want to be. But that's cool though. This guy's actually been adopted, right? And a lot of Koreans really suffered, man. They have. You know what I mean? Yo, so I'm gonna talk to them right quick. Yeah. Go ahead. What's up, bro?
But I just wanted to say, like, sometimes you come to the things and then you get loud, and then when it's like somebody that.
Last time I saw you, I didn't get loud.
No,
I begged for help.
No, but
I told them, I said, this is very urgent. What Brian Becker's doing to me is criminal, and I need y'all help. And nobody got back to me.
Well, I don't know about the context.
Now I'm here, and now I'm in people's forums. Okay, I'll tell you the context. I'm working with, you can see right here, I'm working with the longest long-term incarcerated man in New York State history. I've been active for 25 years. I work with a lot of candidates right here. I'm also working on passing legislation for the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. I'm one of the only voting, I'm one of the only activists in the history of the body of work that goes back to Brad Pack and was passed during the Obama era. I could be a huge help as in terms of like addressing what's going on here and providing a pathway to be heard. But why is someone from the People's Forum getting to speak but not me? What do you think? When I have so much to offer, I'm sorry, I won't get you on camera. When I have so much to offer, why don't they want to hear what I have to say?
I think it's less of an issue about what is happening today here. We're talking about yuseo, and we're having people speak specifically about yuseo.
So I could help yuseo, right? Yes,
like,
I have a special.
But from what I'm hearing from you right now, it feels like if we were even to let you speak, you would say a bunch of things about People's Forum that has nothing to do with you.
Fuck People's Forum.
And was sentenced to 5 years.
Malcolm X said it, right? Yeah, the white liberal, right? I'm not trying to say white people are bad, but I'm not in charge of that. I'm sorry. Yeah. The wolf in sheep's clothing. Malcolm X talked about it too. The grassroots. What they do is they try to put other people. What has that guy who spoke for People's Forum? Who has he helped? What has he achieved? Why is he speaking?
They do their own organizing.
But I don't get to speak?
It depends on, we don't know what you want to say.
Because y'all protecting People's Forum. Y'all protecting a millionaire. Brian Becker, Medea Benton, who's victimizing me.
They have a base in the city that does a lot of anti-imperialist organizing, and we align on
and they're exploiting us. They're not actually helping. They're making sure that the activism only goes to certain channels, and that only certain solutions are discussed. That's why they can't have me talk up there.
What issues do you want to talk about with them?
Sure, okay. Will it make a difference? No. But let's say, for example, right, the thing is that
Japan will fall.
The people who are against electoral politics are not completely wrong. The thing is that this game is corrupt because if you look at professional sports, there's so much things going on where there's too much at stake. Am I going to lose my $1 million contract because I didn't take some PEDs and F over my family? No, they do it. So the thing is that as a community, we need to get more involved. So right now, I'm actually on county committee, which actually determines what? The judges, okay? Very important. And if everybody here was actually stepped up their level of involvement and actually got involved with and actually take positions of power, that's just one. I'm not saying they can't do whatever they're doing, but they're purposefully making sure that progress does not go forward in ways that do matter. Once again, Colombia, you would think all that mobilization would have an effect. The 69th Assembly District, look it up. Michael Lasher, the only candidate, look up Michael Lasher, look up Solidarity Pack. He winning. Look, let's be real. We also can control Israel stole nuclear weapons from the United States. Did you know that?
I'm not.
Israel, it's called the Apollo Fair. They stole nuclear weapons. Now the thing is that a lot of Republicans don't know about this, but we can also start not saying Israel's all bad, right? Not saying Palestinians all bad or all good, either side. Look, I lived with Palestinians for a long time. They're rich. They're hurt by poverty. I know girls that got raped. Just like Koreans affected, we have the lowest population birth in Korea because of the stresses from the war. That's not acknowledged. Once again, this is not really talking about these events. The thing is that, right, I'm not saying that, I'm not mad at that white guy there, but
to uphold the
thing is that a lot of times,
ideologies
and this happens in the black community too, they will form allyship with whites who can give them access and power and money.
But these attempts
like
will
the
not
people
be
form,
successful,
and they reject their own who are more authentic. This is what's happening right now.
No, I know.
As
And
we
I know
have
you're getting
before,
fired up
we
talking
will
about it. I
prevail.
can feel you like, you know. But what I'm saying is like,
What are they going to do to me? You know, I'm actually begging on the trains because I'm locked out from this world, right? While other people are getting their careers made. Not only that, but I'm also going to be homeless.
yeah, but all these people are volunteers.
Even as they
like,
will
these people
the
are working in
power
But
of
the
state
hypocrisy of what's going on, the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. Wouldn't that be a key ally for the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history?
I don't know about.
Couldn't that be a good ally?
Person. I don't know how much that has to do, but I think like right now strategically we have differences in our ideas for what to do. Like you're saying that
I'm inviting you guys to be a part of my thing, but I'm blackballed because the people with the money and the power who's running the movement, which are not Korean Americans, who are actually Dia Benjamin, Brian Becker millionaires. I'm not saying it's wrong for white men to be a part of the movement, but they are cherry picking their own people and covering up their own theft and sexual abuse. And I have the documents.
I haven't seen documents like that. Like,
Because y'all never email me back. I think the people at the top know, and they're covering up activism. Look at my body work. I'm too determined. Yeah? Look, she's not from People's Forum, but I want to find that something. You know what I mean?
Thank you, everyone.
You have differences in agree, like with your strategy. Like you're saying that electoral politics isn't
No, I'm not
bad
saying.
and that
No,
we
I'm
can't
okay.
influence
I'm
the
not.
government.
I'm not saying. Right.
What I'm saying
Here's.
is, what I'm saying.
It's okay to have different strategies.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
what
my
I'm saying-
strategy is not allowed to be discussed.
No, it is allowed to be discussed. It's just that you've been really aggressive with people in the past. You've been really aggressive with people at our events, and then you make people.
Can you give me? I thought you said the last event that we were at. I was not like that. At the People's Forum, but not at the Korean events.
You were.
Which
You
one?
were scaring people. I'm not
Where?
gonna lie. I'm telling you straight up.
How about the? You see the broken bones in my face? I'm scared. Do you see the people threatening me outside the People's Forum and pushing me around and punching me? No. But so it's when other people suffer, it means something. But when I suffer, it means nothing. All the time. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Things where you're literally like, and I'm not even just saying this to say this. You're literally scaring the shit out of people.
Okay,
there are women that are in the crowd and they're going, "Oh my
Are you
God."
saying women are weak and you know what I mean? And
No, I'm
they're
saying
scared?
that like, a man that's
and timid?
screaming at an event is freaking people.
I'm not screaming at them. I'm screaming at People's Forum. They're mad because I'm attacking their rich benefactors, and women do that often, right? Yeah, they team up with the rich benefactor and they take the poor people and shut them out. And that's what's happening to me.
Now you're just making general
Hey, you're the one who said that the women were scared, so I'm telling you, are they really scared, or are they running interference for their millionaire leadership?
I'm
And
see,
all the
I'm trying to have a
students
conversation
who
with you,
stood
and
up
then you're
against this
escalating and talking to
genocide.
people on
I'm
YouTube.
I am. Look, I've emailed y'all so many times.
No, but I'm
All you
trying
gotta
to
do is
talk to
email me
you right
back
now.
because you don't want me interfacing with this movement. I know this PSL tactic. It's not honest, bro. If you were honest, we would have talked before. No, you want to distract me so I don't interfere with this event. That's what it is. I know, man. Look, I'm your brother. You gotta believe me. Send me an email then. Yeah, send me an email. Send me. Let's talk. Let's talk. It pains me that you lying to me like this, bro. It hurts me.
Why? How am I lying?
Because if you were really serious about talking with me, we would have been talked earlier. But now you're just doing it to try to get me off to distract me. You just do it to distract me, yeah? Look, millionaire gatekeepers are determining who gets to speak and who doesn't. Look at my body of work, yeah? I'm actually helping poor people. I know I'm not cool, bro. Yeah? Look, you get to be somebody, not me. You get to be an activist, not me. You get acknowledged, not me. You're a real activist, not me.
The wounded were tended to and the martyrs were buried.
What's their body of work? What have they accomplished?
Daily citizens' assemblies were held where the people were able
I'm talking about the
to
lady
voice
who's
their
speaking right now.
frustrations.
I'm talking about all of them in general. I have a huge body of work and many accomplishments.
South
But
Korea had been
the
under
gatekeepers
military
pick pretty people like this guy right here, pretty people that can be convincing and relatable. But you know what I mean? But the more accomplished you are, the more you're a threat.
What's your goal right now?
My goal right now is to expose the hypocrisy and the lack of regard and to show the other poor people what they can expect from this so-called sympathetic movement that doesn't give a shit about. You've been seeing me folks talk about the wrongfully incarcerated. You've been seeing me talk about the disabled, how we could work together. You can see me bringing up the Asian American curriculum and how Palestinians are being erased from the curriculum. They won't move on that issue. They set you up to blow off steam, to blow off, right, to feel like you've accomplished something. Meanwhile, other things are moving forward that they're not telling you about, such as the erasure of Palestine from the mandatory New York City curriculum. They'll never talk about that.
Ignited the movement across campuses.
Students ignited. More students. They want more numbers to feed their money machine and to have their look at these signs right here. Who paid for these signs? There's an organization they call professional activists. I'm not saying they all bad, but there's gatekeepers at the top who's deciding who gets to be somebody and who doesn't. And despite my body of work,
to come out
they're not going to let me speak. They say they care about you. I'm an actual war victim. They don't care about me.
To fellow Koreans, because of the decades of repression that our people have faced, we Koreans can sometimes have the tendency to want to stay out of trouble or be silent.
Not me. Yo, Koreans are crazy. I wouldn't. Some Koreans like that, but not Koreans are troublemakers.
Then no one.
Let's see if we can talk to some other people that are, you know, they're probably accepted by the. Hey, check it out, miss. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we could work together.
If anything happens to you,
they're accepted by the millionaires, by the cool people, so they know that I'm not to be talked with, despite my body work helping actual victims. They're not actually helping poor people. They're not actually helping war victims. They're not actually helping people wrongfully incarcerated. They're not actually helping them. That's right. They're judging. Even though I'm actually doing the work. Even though I'm an actual poor person. Even though I'm an actual victim of war. It's fucking disgusting.
And I know she is too.
You're gonna see these women rejecting it right now. Because they know the cool pop. Maybe not. We're gonna see.
And I think...
They saw it interrupt, but not everything is as it seems. Check it out, folks.
I'm not gonna take anything.
That's okay. Listen, you can't judge people based off of just off of seeing something like that. There's some serious. I told you, right? I told you because of the hat, they will not accept it, right? I'm an actual war victim. Can you at least take a look? That's right. Yeah. Free Palestine. That's right. Check it. I'm saying real stuff. I know I don't look like an activist. I know I'm cast by the white gatekeepers. She knows I'm whack. This is what I gotta go through as an Asian American activist. That's serious. They more legit than me. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out. Thank you. Not everything is as it seems.
Defending Yuseo in court.
Poor people don't get to say no to shit. It's only the hoity-toity bougies that are too good to speak to poor people. Poor people have to work with the toxic shit that other people throw away, but not them. They got the rich friends. They got the rich friends who put them on the stage. They got the rich friends providing support. Who works with poor people? Me or these people?
Palestinian youth
who's working with poor people? Me or these people?
Anti-genocide pledge. Raise your hand if you've already done this.
Not everything is as it seems, bro. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out. They know I'm whack.
That's also
not everything is as it seems, miss.
Because that means our movement is growing. So some of us are going to be.
Not everything is as it seems, sir. Check it out.
Where you can very quickly access and sign
the gatekeepers once again, right? Yeah. Not everything is as it seems.
We're going to take this all together.
If you think that this movement is not touched by the gatekeepers, you're dead. Not everything as it seems. Check it out, bro. Thank you so much. All right.
One hand into the air and repeat after me. There are several. I denounce the genocide of the Palestinian people.
I denounce the genocide of the Palestinian people.
Check it out, folks. Not everything is as it seems.
Killing.
Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for giving me a chance. I appreciate it.
I denounce the use of starvation.
I denounce the use of starvation
as a weapon of war.
They don't care about starving me, though. They don't care about starving me. It's okay for me to starve. They are blackballing me into poverty, literal homelessness. It's okay if I starve. It's okay if I starve with these people. I'm dead serious. But it's okay if I starve? Come on, man.
I support an immediate and permanent end.
I'm going. So what? So yell at me, man.
Israel's military
Yo, I'm so triggered, bro. I'm so triggered. Whatever, man.
And the full lifting
as a friend or as trying to sabotage my shit?
And the full lifting of the siege on Gaza.
You don't care about my struggle. You don't care about my struggle. When I said I'm going homeless, when I said I'm going hungry, you don't care. He only cares that I fit in with what I'm told to do by the white Gatekeepers. He don't care about the fact that I'm actually being starved out of the movement, that I'm an actual war victim. He don't care. He don't care. He's a tough guy. It doesn't matter that I'm an actual victim. Poor people, look at this right now. I'm begging on the streets like Jordan Neely. Because of their straight up hypocrisy and refusal to acknowledge or address anything that I have to say.
And that Palestinians have the right to resist. Colonization and occupation.
They are sanctioning me. They are sanctioning me.
I demand an arms embargo. I demand an arms embargo. An immediate end. An immediate end. To all weapons transfers. To all weapons transfers. To and from Israel. To and from Israel. I demand the liberation of all Palestinian prisoners. I demand the liberation of all Palestinian prisoners. Including
if they're guilty, they're bad.
Minors.
I'm not saying they all innocent. I don't know that. I don't know that, yeah? I'm not going to go after them. I am a Palestine supporter, believe it or not, yeah? There's a lot of weird things wrong with
Palestinians detained without charge or trial.
But you see how they're just kind of like, whatever they're told to say, they will say.
Raising my voice.
There's no real thought. There's no real thought involved.
I commit to raising my voice.
And if they're told that I'm the bad guy, they will say stop sanctions while they're literally sanctioning me.
Corporations and institutions. Accountable for their role. In supporting Israeli genocide. Occupation. And colonization. Against Palestinians. Will you take this pledge today?
No.
Are you going to stand by this every day until this genocide is over?
The organizers are sanctioning me. The organizers are sanctioning me into poverty and neglect. The organizers are sanctioning me. They say they're not sanctioning, they're sanctioning me. They say they're not about starvation, they're starving me.
We will free Palestine. We will free Palestine. Within our lifetime.
Go to my channel and look up No One to see how many times I emailed them. They sanctioned me for the corrupt leader, for the corrupt millionaire, Brian Becker, Medea Benjamin. They don't care.
Palestine will live forever. Up with liberation. Down with occupation. Up with liberation. Down with occupation.
They don't care about
Give it up for Judah!
Y'all are sanctioning me! Y'all are sanctioning me! I'm being sanctioned! How you say no sanctions? Y'all sanctioning me!
We have
y'all sanctioning me!
CUNY for Palestine.
Y'all sanctioning me! Y'all are sanctioning me for the gatekeepers!
Columbia University, our students and
I'm being sanctioned!
in the last year have also
I'm being sanctioned!
Their university. So give it up for Malik from CUNY for Palestine.
I'm being sanctioned! Yo, I had a presidential candidate say that if the if the college system is getting funds, that it should be illegal for, because they're getting money from the government, colleges, not to determine the policy, but to give kids degrees. But they won't talk about any of that work. You know why? Because the gatekeepers who control the movement, Medea Benjamin and Brian Becker, can only have certain people work to be recognized. So they don't care about sabotaging the whole movement for their own benefit, so they can make millions of dollars. So they can determine the narrative and determine stop when I say stop and go when you say go. Listen to Malcolm X's message to the grassroots. He spelled out the whole thing.
But to put
Full
pressure
Chelsea,
on
you being evicted right now, right? Your whole entire project.
and highlight.
Look at all the work I do
shameful
with y'all,
NYPD
yeah?
and ISIS
You think these
killings
people
and
care about you?
deportation
Actual people facing
students
eviction in
and
public
students
housing?
nationwide.
They not with you, like I am. They not.
But we must
as
not
long
stop
as
there.
the
We must
presentation
continue to organize
puts
among
these
the
people
masses.
on a
We must
stage.
continue to fight
I have a
for
lot of
organizing
work in the
within
Trump
our
community and could
communities.
actually be a
We
voice
must
to help.
continue to fight.
They don't want that. And I'm telling you right now that there's left and right people at the top working together to keep the community divided to make sure that only certain things happen.
Fighting for those people.
Why can't they work with the disabled, the
stand
second
and
largest
support
minority voting bloc in the nation? Because people like this know better. Look at that smug smirk. Look at that smugness. He knows he's better than me. How has he suffered from war? What's his commitment to fighting war? It don't matter. What matters is that he's approved by the gatekeepers. And they're the legit ones, not me. And if I'm being starved into submission, they will starve me into submission too. That's their strategy. They starving me into submission. They don't care. They the same. They the same.
The people who show the most humanity,
they starving me into submission. I'm dead serious.
But this does not deter us.
Look at my body work, miss. I hope you. I know you now. You're heading incredulous. I'm incredulous.
The people who can take the risks for it, we must continue to show up. We must continue to show out, and we must continue to organize.
The gatekeepers at the top have told the installed leaders not to work with me. I've emailed Chung for Palestine so many times.
People who pay taxes
U.S. presidents
to the U.S. government.
President can't have support
The
the
U.S.
issue.
government.
They don't want to talk about it. It's got to be all through PSL People's Forum.
Children, women, and men in Israel.
They're running a
and
monopoly on this shit. Do they actually want to make progress, or do they want to have control over the movement? Think about that. Do they want to actually help people?
High school students were detained and kidnapped by ICE.
I'll show you my emails when I get back. I emailed the people many times. They don't want to work with me.
Again, this does not stop
because
us.
I'm revealing the theft and sexual abuse going on at the top of the anti-war movement executives. I'm talking about Medea Benjamin and Brian Becker. I'm talking about them covering up sexual abuse and theft.
Chung was someone
for
who stood
other
up for
party
humanity.
elites like Nick Brana.
We must continue to do the same, despite what she is facing.
Like Jill Stein.
We will continue to do the same. We will continue to
the
show
party
up
leadership working together to rob war victims.
Free Palestine.
And because you heard all the things I had to say, and because of my knowledge of this, that they are blocking
all the while this is happening
to protect their corrupt ass elite
people in Palestine and Gaza are still pulling
I've been affected by war more
families from under the rubble.
More than a lot of these people.
As we stand here,
I've been affected by war more.
We must not continue. We must not accept this as the new normal. This is not the new normal. We will continue to come out. We will continue to fight for a free Palestine within our lifetime.
Besides the big, that's not all that. They're not making progress in terms of electorally.
You must find your organizing communities. You must find your.
But they can't work with me.
Find those people who you can organize.
You made the voter database available to the public.
Continue to expand and
how many people actually vote? 10%?
Do not stop. Do not stop.
5%?
Find those people.
They say don't sanction. I'm being sanctioned. This is how these people. They don't care about poor people.
Reach out to CUNY for Palestine or anybody.
I have, but y'all don't respond back. Y'all gatekeepers are shutting me out. Y'all gatekeepers shutting me out. Y'all gatekeepers shutting me out. Y'all gatekeepers shutting me out. Don't sell me out for a plush midtown location.
Updates from our lawyers. We're gonna keep chanting. Are we ready? Yeah! We will free Palestine!
They don't want to hear for me. Because my narrative is confronting abuses going on at the executive level.
We will free Palestine! Free Palestine! Within our lifetime! Within our lifetime! We will free Palestine! We will free Palestine! Within our lifetime!
Hey, check it out. Not everything is as it seems, man. Hey, good to see you again. The thing is that there's gatekeepers in this movement that are making sure that the progress only occurs on a certain timeline that they can control. I'm dead serious. I'm not saying Trump's all good. I support him 100% either. But the fact of the matter is that these people are more wicked with their wolves in sheep's clothing. I'm dead serious, man. I'm working with the longest law incarceration man in New York State history. We have a town hall coming up. I'm also working with the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation, with coalition. work together. Why aren't they working together? Because the gatekeepers here are pushing them aside so they can steal all the money. I'm not saying they all bad, but it's not all good either. You remember, right? Yeah? I'm saying, I remember you because I was outside of Union Square.
Yeah, but you're wearing your MAGA shirt now.
Yeah, but look at how the Democrats treating me. Look at how y'all treating me. Before Malcolm X called out the hypocrisy too. Don't assume off my hat. Don't make any assumptions. Don't make assumptions. They making assumptions because of my hat. So how can you work together with a group like this? Like that's serious, right?
You make us proud. You make us proud. Say it clear, say it loud. You make us proud. Palestine will be free.
Not everything is as it seems, bro. Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out.
Palestine will be free.
The thing is that there's gatekeepers in the movement that are making sure that progress only goes so far and that certain things are addressed and certain things are ignored. The Asian American curriculum right now erases all history of Palestine and Palestinians and more. I'm not saying this is all bad, but gatekeepers at the top, there's millionaires actually gatekeeping and sexual abusing people and stealing money from the movement. And even though I support this today, even though I support the state of Chung, they're blackballing me because I would hold their leaders accountable.
Keep checking, and we're still waiting on our lawyers. We really appreciate the energy.
They said it was the last, but now when the lawyers show up, it's not going to be the last. This is the real fighter right here, yeah? Who's she helping? They said it was...
Our comrade in the Korean peace movement.
The rules are for some people.
He has been an
the rules are
organizer
broken
for decades.
To abuse me.
He's a survivor of
and
the
upheld
Korean
to
War.
protect them.
And just like
That's how
all
this
of
works.
us, he has been out here since
I've been
October
out here.
2023, and he has something to say for Yuseo and Palestine. So please give it up for Subo.
I'm not allowed to speak to my own people. It's really sad.
Everybody.
It's really sad.
1950, June 25.
He speaks more English than I thought. Okay.
Right? I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
In the middle of a current South Korea. My house, I was a
Check out, not everything is as it
farmer.
seems.
My house.
Check it out. Thank you so much. Please take a look. Thank you so much.
My mother took care of 6 kids. My father, unfortunately, passed away 2 years prior to the Korean War. My mother took care of 6 kids. And 1 month after the Korean War broke, U.S. airplanes start bombing my town. My 3 years old younger sister, me 6 years, my sister 9 years old, all hit by a U.S. airplane machine gun. I have a big scar at my left foot here. I have to massage in the middle of the night because of muscle tension still. That's 1915 Korea. Now I hear, before I moved to further, my mother took care of 6 kids, from a malnutrition, and somehow, by miracle, we are survived.
Hey, check it out. Not everything is as it seems, man. Maybe we can work together.
2025.
It's a hat, bro. Don't make assumptions. You assuming because of my hat? You're not going to talk to me? This is how they care about poor people. They just going to pretend like you don't exist. This is communism, folks.
Starvation.
I'm dead serious, folks. Like,
is that
they say they care about you, but they really don't. Okay. Hey, check out. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we can work together.
Gaza people, Gaza mother.
They know I'm fake. So what's up, man? Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we could work together. Okay. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we could work together. That's it, right? Okay, thank you.
Stop!
The wrongfully incarcerated that I work with, I can't get none of these people to come back me up. The street performers that I work with, They cry about Jordan Neely. They're not going to back none of us up.
I will try.
All the free artists that I work with. You dropped your hat, miss.
U.S.
Or somebody.
Stop
Yeah.
supporting Israel.
She can't acknowledge me because I'm scum. Because I'm subhuman. You can't acknowledge me because I'm subhuman, right? I'm subhuman, right?
Give it up for
I'm subhuman,
Subo,
right?
and we'll chat one more time, and we'll get an
not gonna give me a real
update from
answer.
Yuseo's legal team. Are
I'm
you
not
ready? From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From the
Money's being
river to
stolen.
the sea,
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Thank you, Subo.
Hey, maybe we could work together, yeah? Maybe we could work together.
Now I would like to
What's up, man? Maybe we could work together. Oh, thank you. Yeah, maybe we could work together, yeah? There's a lot of things that's not being said. There's gatekeepers in the anti-war movement who's determining who gets to be heard and who doesn't. There's gatekeepers in the yeah, that's serious. You ain't gotta believe me, man. But, yeah. I work with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. I also work with the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. And if you take a look at the 69th Assembly District where Columbia University is, they lost their election to Michael Lasher, the only candidate supported by the Solidarity Pact.
Yo,
You ain't gotta believe me, man. Yeah.
it's nice to meet you in the streets.
Like, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Okay. You look a little different, but I remember the fro, bro. Hey, let's work together, man. I'm actually got this is a town hall coming up with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. Also, I'm working on stuff for the disabled as well too. We're passing legislation, but we're not allowed to work together because the gatekeepers want to keep this going forever. That's serious, man. You know I've been in this game for a long time.
Yeah.
Good to see you, bro. Keep it up, all right?
Yeah.
I actually shouldn't give. They hating them because of my head.
Hey, you might be interested in this. I don't know, but we're trying to protect safe and sick leave. So right now the NLRB is like basically down, right? The NLRB, under Donald Trump is like completely down. Because of that, the only protection for safe and sick leave is like through the city, and the right of action. We have a petition running, just trying to get as many people who are interested in protecting sick
Remember when
leave.
I asked you, I asked every candidate if they supported Assange? I can do the same thing for you, and I could say, you support safe leave.
Yeah.
So I'll do that for you, all right?
Yeah.
I got you, all right? Be in contact. I'm a real activist, bro, believe it or not. Thank you. Good to see you again. Thank you. Hey, check out, I'm an activist. Maybe we could work together. Not everything is as it seems.
Are you part of a Taco president?
You mean the Trump, you mean?
Taco, what is it? Are you part of his supporter group?
I'll tell you, I'll be honest and say yes.
But then I don't want to say.
I know he's not perfect and no two people can share priorities and positions, but the fact of the matter is that this group, the war movement is highly controlled. And the thing is that by working together, we could actually get progress. This is showing how the Asian American curriculum has deleted all history of the word Palestine and Palestinian. But we can't work together because people at the top are saying we shouldn't work together. That's why we can't quit.
Taco president is an evil person, and I'm not going to talk to him. So I just want to be clear.
I imagine, yeah. Trust the people be with you, not the ones they give you, all right?
Is that?
Trust the ones who be with you, not the ones that they give you. I don't trust any. Trump don't talk to me, so what do I care about him? You know what I mean? But
well, he is disruptive. He has been destroying everything he touches.
I think it's a distraction, bro. He can say what he wants if he can do what we want. Like, you know what I mean? He cares what he fucking says. He can do what the fuck he wants, you know what I mean?
Well, you can't what is a distraction? What is a distraction? Which one is a distraction?
Okay, so the thing is that there's certain narratives that are pushed. Such, for example, right?
What is a distraction?
A distraction is meant to... Okay, so for example, like Trump himself is a distraction, right? Instead of working on issues that, if you really care about this Palestine issue, which maybe it is, maybe not, right? But let's talk about the Palestine issue right now. The fact of the matter is that as a Trump supporter, if I say I support Palestine, you would think that that might be useful. But it's not useful because the people who are running the movement want to keep the activism contained. They want to make sure that
always Taco president a distraction. That's my question.
Trump, whatever, man, like... we can't agree on all priorities and positions, but we can't work together on this issue because you're concerned about my hat, and that's enough to say, fuck the people dying, fuck the starvation. It's okay.
Rally for the day, but is our fight over?
Just so you know, there's something I have. I said before, trust the people that be with you, not the ones that they give you. I have actually combined Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Greens, Libertarians going through the election cycle to say that anybody who's participating with us in our local economy, delivering food, cooking, whatever, they should be able to vote. And just so you know, Republicans, Independents, Greens, Libertarians, they all started.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Look, the gatekeeper, they're keeping me out, man. Billionaires. I'm the actual war victim. He knows that she's more important than me. I'm just a war victim. Check it out. Not everything is as it seems, bro. Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out. Thank you so much. Yeah. Check it out. Thank you so much. Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out. Thank you so much, man. Check it out, miss. Not everything is as it seems. Check it out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah? Oh, thank you. Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Thank you so much. Check it out, gal. Not everything is as it seems, man. Thank you so much. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. I just was telling them I wrote the song.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yo, I need to be in contact with you, man.
Yo, let's be in contact. Yeah. I got town hall coming with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, showing that they weren't taken care of by the Democrats. That's on the next page, yeah?
Right.
I got some really cool events coming up.
Look, no. I don't think I can wait, because, like, people are after me right now, you know what I'm saying? I voted for Trump and all that, and ever since then, that was 5 years ago. I voted for him twice.
They hate me here, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm telling you, we need to get community together, because these guys just locked me out of my apartment earlier this weekend. You know what I mean?
I'm getting evicted too. Yo, another brother, Trump supporter, getting kicked out. The poor people are abandoned by these people. Dead serious.
Right.
Thanks for confirming that, brother.
Right. And also, I've been targeted for the last year. I just went to the FBI office 10 minutes ago, right before I got here. And I was trying to fill out paperwork about what they're doing. You know, they're doing severe, continuous crime to me all day, all night. Coming in, breaking in, stealing my clothes, stealing everything that's valuable. They steal.
At the shelter?
I'm not in the shelter, bro.
So where are they breaking in?
My co-op. I'm a co-op owner. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh shit!
So look at me.
Okay.
I know I look like this, but
hey, man, I'm there myself, man.
Nah, but I had to put on because I've heard through ancient texts. I practice yoga. So I practice yoga. I practice Tai Chi. I practice Qigong. I was out here. I was right there practicing Tai Chi with one of the masters and stuff like that, like earlier this week, because I had no place to go. So I went over anyway. So they, because I look like this, it helps you protect, like, like a little bit more ahead of time, like what's going on, like if you're in danger, and you got to do it. You got to know if you're in danger or not. So, because it look like this, it doesn't help, because I hate, honestly, I just saying the other, I hate looking like this. I like to,
I embrace
honestly, I like being clean shaven. I like having a haircut. I like wearing, something at least, cool. I could wear sport or wear a nice little suit or something. These guys have been stealing my clothes, putting holes in my, I've seen another guy who was walking through the other day. His entire, like, everything, his hood, his pants was cut through.
Hit me up. I want to get the people before they leave, but
yeah.
Hit me up and I'll cover your issue.
Brother, I got they stole my phone 15 times. They stole my phones 15 times. This is what they do.
Bro.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm going
to tell you I'll be at this event at this time.
When is it? What is
That's going to be on Saturday. That's going to be June 14th.
Okay.
We're going to have this at 830 Columbus Avenue.
Oh, bro,
we're going to have the DA, representative.
I definitely have to train.
I do that myself.
All
right, God bless.
Take care, man.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Listen,
Yeah.
if there's any
this is a rare Korean event.
If there's any way that I can get in contact,
hit me up anytime. Yeah.
I want to be in contact with the other 77 million supporters and tell them,
I'm with you, bro.
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Let me just get to the Koreans when I have the rare instance. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, man. I don't get. There's not a lot of Korean events out here. Thank you. Hey, what's up? Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Maybe we could work together. No?
thank you.
Okay.
So he was there, he's trying to take photos of him, and then the court martial was like, and then he's trying to get into the courtroom. That's what's trying to get into the courtroom.
Well, maybe we could work together. Check it out. Not everything is as it seems. Yeah? Check it out. The thing is that, not everything is as it seems. Yeah?
Can I ask what you're doing into violence?
Yeah. I'm actually blackballed by the anti-war movement. I'm not saying the anti-war movement is all bad, but there's people at the top, executives like Brian Becker, Medea Benjamin, who are making millions off of, and they're actually protecting other elites, like Nick Brana. You know what I mean? And the thing is that they're trying to cover that up, and that's why I'm canceled, despite my great body of work. So, because I'm canceled, I beg on the trains like Nurjan Neely, and I actually help other street artists. I just feel nice to meet you, brother. Yeah. I don't know if you saw. I just had a town hall on higher education at Columbia University. Actually, just so you know, they're actually erasing Palestine from the mandatory New York City curriculum. I'm going to Albany tomorrow to try to confront that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you know about that. Well, I do that work as well. I work with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. His name is Otis Johnson. He's on the next page. I also work with the disabled, the second largest minority voting bloc in the nation. If these people joined in solidarity on this movement, you guys have a chance of winning. You get what I'm saying? If we join together. Look, I did work with Trump, and I openly support Palestine. I openly support, but the gatekeepers at the top of the movement are trying to prevent these issues from moving forward. We can have a coalition. I'm not saying that we'll agree on all position priorities. So please contact me back, yeah? Once again, these people like the disabled and the wrongfully incarcerated could be very key allies to help this movement actually succeed. All right, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again for talking to me. All right, God bless. Hey, what's up? Maybe we could work together. Not everything is as it seems. I know the hat is triggering, but just so you know, in this movement right here, actually Malcolm X talked about it, right? The thing is that there's gatekeepers, like millionaires, like Medea Benjamin and Brian Becker, who are stealing money from war victims.
She's my goat. I love Medea Benjamin.
Well, I'll just tell you about
hilarious.
this. I'll just let you know. They're stealing money from war victims.
Okay.
And they're actually protecting sexual abuse amongst other elites.
Let me ask you a question.
That's
Why you got the hat on?
So the thing is that because of, I'm actually, I play the violin on the train because I'm blackballed from the activist movement, which actually makes me a beggar like Jordan Neal. I actually help other street artists. I have nycstreetartists.com where I help other street artists. I have the most complete directory of artists. But I'm really more of an activist. I actually help the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history. It's on the next page.
Why do you have the hat on?
Because honestly, his team supports me more than actually the people that are on this side.
Team.
The people locally, yeah.
So you
not
ride
Trump
for
himself, for the community that's here, that has my back.
But the community that's here vehemently opposes Trump. So naturally, if you have the hat on, people aren't going to be willing to give you the time of day. You understand that?
That's up. Listen, poor people have to use the shit that other people throw away in the garbage.
Right.
You can turn up your nose to it, but I don't have that opportunity. I'm a beggar on the streets. I got to use everything that I have available.
But you just told me that it's not just because it's a fucking thing that you can put on your head. You just told me that there's a reason why you wear that hat, that you resonate
the
with
community. The community provides more support. Like when I took the longest wrongfully incarcerated man to Kamala Harris's office, they actually provided support with that. There's actually some candidates that came to speak with me. I'm not mad at the people who got to speak today, but why didn't I get to speak and talk about, we made the voter database available to the public. They want to keep this issue going forever so they can make money off of it, and they don't want to see that. Look at the 69th Assembly District where Michael Lasher won the election. He's the only candidate scored by the Solidarity PAC. They're making sure that the activism only occurs along certain channels and that only certain progress is made. That's why it's always failing. Look, I'm a war victim. I ran away from home at the age of 16. I've been homeless and all that stuff. The fact of the matter is that I've been affected by war. That's why I've been looking at ways to combat it. When you see the people who get to speak, what's their body of work, what's their experience, and how they've been affected by war, and they're willing to stop when someone else tells them to stop, but not me. You see what I mean?
Have you seen the Veterans for Peace organization?
I talk with them. Yeah, I know a lot of people in the community.
Yeah,
I've been active for 25 years.
Okay, but ultimately, I hope you get the support you need and that you deserve.
Well, let me tell you one issue that, I'm only one guy, but you see right here, there's something called the New York City Asian American curriculum, and they actually deleted all history of the word Palestine or Palestinian. They're rewriting history, causing a new generation to not know about the Palestine conflict. There's more on this sheet right here.
It's okay.
We need to, and that's really deadly. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they don't want people working on this issue right here. It's setting up for a long-term failure. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying.
So, helping me. Maybe you could work. Do you think this is an issue worth working on?
I already do activism in other areas of work, and I hope that you are able to.
What areas of activism do you work in?
I'm a student.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I also had a U.S. presidential debate where one of the presidential candidates said that the reason why the schools are getting money is not to determine student politics, but to give them degrees. So if they're trying to make rulings, the guy's name was, he's from Chicago, a guy called Andy, he's running for president. I submitted other evidence to try to help the Palestinian movement and the student movement. I also had a town hall on higher education at Columbia University, and I asked about Columbia's persecution of student activists. None of this is being talked about by the gatekeepers of the movement, who's trying to make sure that all the money and the access is under their control.
Frankly, what I'm more worried about is the people that you're wearing on your head right now.
Don't assume.
I don't know anything about you.
That's good.
But all I know is that what you're wearing right now is a movement. If there's a gatekeeper, it's Trump. Right?
You know what I say?
Trump,
I say
the politicians of the Republican Party who just are passed the bill, right? That are withholding funds, tax cuts for billionaires and millionaires in this country, withholding funds for poor Americans like myself. Like I come from a poor background, right? And I understand.
I'm gonna be homeless in June 30.
Yeah, I'm
literally gonna be homeless.
Of course, yeah, and I hope that you get to this.
Because I'm locked out by these people.
I'm not sure like what they've done, but I'm not also affiliated with it.
That's okay.
But I'm not sure what they've done. I just know that what you're wearing right now, and like the people here in this crowd are going to be kind of.
I want to find the people that are not willing to turn up their nose. The true poor, the true desperate, are not people that will turn up their noses. They've been shit on, and they understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at you, bro, but in the end, right, I have to tell you, this community is doing more to cancel me and doing more to make me suffer. They're literally sanctioning me into poverty and starvation. Despite my work with the longest wrongful incarceration in the nation, despite my work with the disabilities. And to tell you the truth, I know the people on the top and the right and the left, like Nick Brana. He worked for Colonial West as his campaign manager, and also for RFK as his ballot access director. They work at the top, they're working together to make sure that we never get progress. You get what I'm saying? So this is irrelevant. This side is just as bad as this side. They believe it or not. Maybe the words sound better, but it's just controlled opposition. It's just a wolf in sheep's clothing. Do you prefer a wolf that looks like a wolf or a wolf that looks like a sheep?
I don't know, but I hope you get this support that you deserve. Good luck.
Okay. Maybe we could work together, yeah? You should get your own power. All right, now that the event is over, we're going to see if we can actually get any, once again, these are Koreans over here. Hey, what's up, bro? Don't you think there could be some value as in terms of a Trump supporter supporting the Palestine movement? Don't you think there could be some value in that? Look, I'm not mad. I support the movement. I'm saying that I'm not saying Medea Benjamin and Brian Becker are all bad, but they're covering for abuses and of other executives around the anti-war movement, and they're covering up for sexual abuse as well. Look up Nick Brana, man. I'm not trying to lie about this.
Are you in charge of this?
They can't talk to me because they've been influenced by their rich white benefactors to control the. Look, this is so heartbreaking for me to talk to other Korean Americans and I'm gonna try to talk to more Korean Americans. Let's see, yeah? Okay. Let me try to talk to these people. Hey, what's up? I'm a Korean American actress. I'm hoping we can work together. Get some information about things going on. I've emailed noted to them many times, but they never hit me back. And it's very heartbreaking. It's very sad, you know what I mean? I'm also working with the longest wrongfully incarcerated man in New York State history, and also disabled. We could have a coalition and work together. They're not going to get back to me. She'd rather talk to this white guy. I'm mad, you know what I mean? But they get to be cool by not talking to me. It's the cool kids club. I'm dead serious. And maybe we could work together.
Oh, I'm just a community member.
Yeah? Well, as a community member, sorry, just going to the thing, but if we look at professional sports, right? There's so much at stake that everybody's using performance-enhancing drugs. The game cannot be cleaned unless the community comes in and says, we don't want performance-enhancing drugs in our sports. Even the people who are playing accuse each other of using performance-enhancing drugs, nothing happens. So being a community member, actually, we need people like you to step up, and I'm hoping that we could work together on some issues. I'm a Korean American. I know that there's a lot of gatekeepers in the game that are millionaires that are actually just deciding who gets to speak and who doesn't, what issues get worked on and who doesn't. And that's why this issue never wins, because people that are not actually affected by war get to call the shots and get to determine who gets to speak and who doesn't. Thank you. I'm a Korean American, believe it or not. Thank you. Sister Shirley, what's up?
Hi.
Good to see you.
How you listen,
How am I wearing a Trump hat?
I don't remember anybody. Listen, you ever heard of CRS?
Who's that?
It's a syndrome that this system gave to us. It starts out when you're really young, you don't even realize it's happening. Like, go to the, even when you're younger than a teenager, right?
Okay.
And you go to the back room to get something. And when you get back there, you go, why don't I come back here?
Yeah.
Okay? So, it exacerbates to the point where sometimes you forget names, you forget faces, you even get your train of thought and stuff like that.
I'm djelf7. Your sister Shirley, I remember you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to forget you again, just to let you know, it's called CRS.
Okay.
Can't remember shit. There you go. Okay, it's a good one, right?
Sister Shirley, let's hang out sometime. And just so you know, I see we're in the RevComs. I think the RevComs say a lot of cool things. The only thing that I think is a little bit off-putting about them is they go so hard for Bob Avakian, and he says good things. I'm not saying he's all bad, but they say like, oh, he's a magnificent leader. But I'm not saying it's bad, right? Maybe he is, but I just
but the point, I hear you.
Okay.
But the thing is,
I agree with a lot of things.
I do agree with you
Yeah.
that it's BA up the ass.
If they push a little less hard, I think it'll be more convincing.
And that's the problem, and they know it. And so, but I go with everybody.
Me too.
Okay? Everybody. And the bottom line is, it's not about you, it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about all of us. And the problem is, we are not coming together the way we need to, okay? Like even right now.
I love that. Thank you, sister.
Right now, what's happening is this system, because of Chung, right? He's screwing everybody.
I wouldn't blame Trump. I would blame party leadership.
No, he's doing it.
There's a lot of people in combination.
He's doing it. He made those moves.
He only has so much power.
Yes, and he's he got a whole lot more power because the people want to get what they like, what he has, and that's a bunch of bull. Because this country is not like that. Like, okay, they say against Cuba, right? Listen, even Cuba has universal health, right? And here, what they're doing now, they're trying to take away Medicaid. What kind of crap is that?
That's a separate issue, just so you know. And just so you know, I understand the argument about universal health care. I've actually worked at multiple hospitals. I also worked at for a pulmonologist and a neurologist, and also I worked for a law firm protecting patients from the insurance companies. And I'm sorry to say that the activism around Medicare for all is dominated by the rich and dominated by people that are actually shutting off poor people like myself from having a voice.
And also,
so I can't support it anymore.
Not only that, right?
Yeah.
Going after Social Security, not Medicaid, Medicare, okay?
Okay.
Even New York City Housing Authority. I mean, come on now. That does not make any sense. And do you know how many people voted for his ass and they regret it?
You know, when I was
the bottom line, it's not about him. It's about what this system needs. We didn't need him.
I was one of the only organizers for Medicare for All March here in New York City. They kicked me and a guy who was an original rapper right on the day one of rap. He's called the Surgeon General of Rap, right? He's actually on the Sugar Hill label. They kicked him and me off for guys who were connected to celebrities and their white friends, and they kicked us out of the Medicare for All March. It's ridiculous. The thing is that there's gatekeepers that are deciding that their friends get to be the voices for the movement, and they're shutting it. That's why I end up with the Trump community, because they're willing to listen to me. Not saying that we align on everything, but you know, I mean, what's happening here is more chilling. It's like a reparations event with no black people. You'd be like, what the fuck is this?
But the bottom line is, look what they're doing to immigrants, right? Bottom line is, the last thing I'm going to go, because I have another organization that's the problem. Instead of us being like this, we're like this. But the thing is, as far as immigrants concerned, we're all immigrants. Bottom line is, who was here? Natives were here. And I call them natives, not Indians, because that idiot Colum Butt thought he was an Indian. Even people in the Caribbean call themselves
people
West
that are watching my channel might not agree with you, but yeah. But I'll say that I also
they're not West Indian, they're Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
And so the what you call them, the natives welcomed the Europeans with open arms and they destroyed them. It's the same thing that's happened to the Palestinians, right? They were there, right? And then the Zionist Jews came. They're not even the original Jews.
Let me tell you another.
Wait.
Okay.
They're not even the original Jews, right? And they welcomed the Zionists with open arms, and they came in and destroyed them. And it didn't start this in October. It's been going on for years and years and years. And I've been there. I've been to back in the 90s, right? And the bottom line is, it's really messed up to have this country give Israel billions of dollars plus weapons.
Let me tell you what this group is doing, right? With their elites. A guy called Josh Haley. He was elected to the Green Party Alaska, and he's elected to office. He's Inuit, but he's pushed out of the way like me because Jill Stein needs to protect her bag and her money. So the fact is that me as a war victim and this guy is the indigenous elected official, we're thrown in the trash by people that are following celebrities and made up bullshit.
Excuse me.
I'm going to be homeless on January 31st, on June 30th.
Could you get out
Thanks
of my...
to these people, by the way.
Could you get out of my mouth? Okay?
I'm quiet now. Go ahead.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, you know?
Exactly.
We're not sticking together like we need to.
Shirley's always had my back. Thank you, Sister Shirley.
We always, listen.
Yeah.
We got to come together. I don't have to like your ass, but if we agree on what we're supposed to have, and you want to do it your way and I want to do it my way, and that's the problem, and that's what's happening.
And by the way, I don't want to trigger the people at RevComs, but look, I'm wearing a Trump hat, and I stand. I'm not for the Israeli stuff. Like, you know, I support the. Palestine has problems too, but just so you know, I overall do support, right? Other countries can't come in, and RevComs, someone from your organization can also. We can stand side by side on some issues. Just because we have disagreements on other things, and by the way, I'm also a migrant supporter. I've been homeless at the age of 16, lived against. The thing is that I actually tried to pass a resolution with Republicans, Independents, Greens, Libertarians in the 22 election cycle.
And we have to come together for all of us.
Trust the people that be with you.
This country is not supposed to be just for the elite, and that's what. Listen, they did such a great job of dividing and conquering us. We're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah.
And got to go because I got to support, and unfortunately, we not come together to support everything that we all deserve, okay?
Yeah. Hey, thanks again. Yeah, good to see you, yeah? Hey, I'm always willing to work with you. Come on my show sometime. I don't know if you could do that. Give you a card? Hit me up, yeah? Come on my show. I'm working with I have actually, I don't know if you saw this, but I have the longest swamp thing. I have a criminal justice reform panel coming up. I'm also passing the legislation for the disabled.
Okay.
For co-navigator. Check out the next page, yeah?
Okay, I got to go.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Good to see you again, all right? Thank you. Hey, what's up, folks? I don't know if I got to talk to y'all before. I'm highly hated, but maybe you could look at something, maybe we could work together. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you.
There's a lot of things they're not talking about. That's serious, okay? I'm working the longest swamp that cuts me in state history and all kinds of other things, all right? Yo, my brother, sorry about earlier, man. Yeah, I hope you really do call me. Really do. I really want to have a conversation with you.
Is your info on this paper?
I'll also give you a card, yeah?
Yeah.
Look, I have a lot of key allies that could be a lot of help, man. Yeah. Also, honestly, we should be pressuring, Ron Kim and, Linda Lee and Grace Lee and Julie Wan. They haven't said anything about this. But, thanks again, brother. Yo, I really want to talk with you guys, for real. Yeah, I'm all alone as a Korean. It really sucks, man. I'm being sanctioned like North Korea. Dead serious. God bless. Thanks again. All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, thanks again, folks. God bless. Thanks. Good to see you, man. Thanks for talking to me. I know that has triggering, but I'm about helping. Yo, all right, folks, we ending the show. Thanks for checking it out. Very rare for me to contact Korean Americans. Once again, I do think that there are unique ties between the Korean American struggle and the Israel-Palestine thing. I don't think it should be too hard to find out. And I think that these could be helpful as in terms of achieving peace, right? Yeah. Even my Republican friends to say they don't want billions of dollars going to Israel to fund bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this is a Republican thing, but they paid off certain people. And now that's the reason why it's a big focus. prove me wrong. I'm not anti-Israeli, right? They're right to try to buy justice for themselves. I can't hate on them for that, but certain people is being squashed. So thanks again for checking it out. Pretty much done. You know, very rare instance to be able to talk with Koreans. Maybe I made some progress today. I highly doubt it. All right, God bless, folks. AAPI month, what's up?